My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Good morning. Hey guys. Hey everybody. Let me see. It is a Sunday. Hope you guys are doing good. Happy Sunday to you guys, okay? Good morning, Kimberly Black. Oh hell no, that's not her. She's not here, Kimberly. She'd never be over here again. This live stream is a walk down memory lane. Okay? So probably that's why you're seeing her photo on my page right now. So I get it. No, she isn't. She definitely isn't. Trust and believe. She definitely would not be on here. I tell you. Okay. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning to everybody coming in. Happy Sunday. I'm just gonna give you some time. We'll give my other 9 or 10 or 8 to come in, and then I'll start. I hope you guys are doing good. I ran across this video last night before going to bed, and I'm like, I'm gonna go through this video today. We're gonna take a walk down memory lane, whether or not some people like it. We're going down memory lane. But this is actually something that happened on my channel. I was out here maybe 2, 3 years ago, just chilling like I normally do with my bad audio and my thick accent, girl. And this is when I was not using a microphone, so it was really bad. So I used to come on here at nights and do my thing. I used to do open panel, not a lot, but I would just be home at nights and I'm like, let me just go live. So this is a live stream that I did about 2.5, maybe 3 years ago. And if you see my title, it says the Momma D and Sir King Fallout, and I'm gonna put Fallout in quotations right there. Okay. All right. Hold. Let me get myself adjusted, girl. Happy Sunday to everybody coming in, and shout out to those if you're watching on the replay. Shout out to you too. Okay. All right. So, um, like I said, I was going through my videos last night. This one came across, and I'm like, I'm going to go play it and we can talk about it. Let me make sure I put my link in the chat if anybody else wants to come up at any point in time, because I won't be able to keep dropping my link. I hope my link watchers are here, so they could talk about how many times I dropped it, whether or not I pinned it, and do the regular free work they do and analyze my channel like I'm paying them, you know. Okay, hold it. There we go. Message pinned. Okay, there you go. All right. Happy Sunday, guys. Okay. The link is pinned if you want to come up. So this video, I did not watch it in its entirety because it went about 6 hours, and I'm like, oh my god, it was over 4 hours. I used to be on here that long. Oh my god, I couldn't keep up. I could not keep up. I used to be on here every night. I don't know how Lemon does it, but I couldn't keep up and I stopped. Okay, I chose sleep. You hear me? I chose sleep. All right. Okay. So without further ado, let's go. We're going to play this video. So we were just off shooting the breeze, talking about regular stuff. I think I'm going to play this on 1.5, and if it's too fast, I will change it. So we were just shooting the breeze, talking crap, and then here comes someone in the chat that I've never seen because I do not at that time I did not watch Sir King at all. Because during that time, I remember when Sir King just came on the scene. Good morning, Bernice. Happy Sunday to you. I remember when Sir King just came on the scenes, and I was like, I didn't like the way that he was coming in. It's been a while now that people in the beef sector, they are hesitant to be cool with new people coming in. So a lot of folks didn't like him, and then you had those who did, and they would go and support him. I remember when he just came through, he would sit on people's panels and stuff, and I'm like, I think he's doing this to build his channel and stuff, you know. So I didn't watch him a lot. Well, actually, I didn't watch him. I'm the type of person, I don't go with the flow. Only dead fish do. So like a lot of persons were flocking over there and stuff, and I just never did. I think I went there maybe once or twice, and it was something about Natasha at the time, and somebody had shared it, and I went to look. So that was a long time ago. Good morning, Room Shaker. Good morning to everybody coming in. Thank you for passing through. Okay, so I wasn't like into him at that time. Okay, so I was there minding my own business on my panel late at night, and I saw this person just kept on coming in the chat saying they needed to speak. So pretty much they needed a voice, they needed to get their message out there, right? And Sir King was not allowing her to say what she wanted to say, obviously, in his chat. So apparently, Sir King was live while I was live. Hey, Happy Life, good morning. So apparently, Sir King was live while I was alive. Not alive. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me center. Apparently, Sir King was live while I was live, and she was upset about something he said to her and about some other young guy she was mentoring, and she wanted a space to speak. Okay? She wanted a space to speak. And I was live, and she was like, hell, let me go over here and say what I need to say. And that is how that happened. Okay? So a lot of you keep hearing about this whole Sir King and Mama D situation years ago. But this is where it happened on this channel right here. The person you're seeing on the screen right now, who was supposedly cool with me at the time, we're not cool right now. After leaving my channel here, she went over to Jay Wilson. She could communicate with Jay Wilson, whether behind the scenes or whatever. So the news broke over here, and then she went and communicated with Jay Wilson so she could spread it on his channel. So it blew up on his channel, but never forget it started over here. And in this sector here, people have a tendency to pay more attention to those who have larger numbers. And let me tell you, the people with smaller numbers, they could still give content. The thing is, people will find the content if they need it. Okay? So we don't have to say, oh, we need to go to a bigger platform. Bitch, if something happened and the word gets around to one or two or enough people, the people will go and find it. Okay? So I've learned from very early on in this darn sector here that not everybody is for you. Okay? Not everybody is for you. So there was no updates on my channel. All the updates started to go over there by Jay Wilson. Everything that concerned this. But let me stop talking. Let's go and let's start hearing what this was. Okay, so let's hear my bad audio. We're gonna ooh, child, hold on. So here she is. She dropped in my chat. Is that you, Mama D? Here she is. Hello, can you hear her?
Yes, can you hear me?
There
Yes,
we go.
I'm Mama D.
Like her, Shelly. So
Yes.
this is after I had an overlay. I'm gonna find it. Hold on. Hey, Mama D, welcome to the channel. How are you? This is after she tried relentlessly. She just continuously tried to come up. She was having issues because I don't know if she didn't click chat links over there by Sir King or not. But this is after many attempts. She finally got through. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Okay, I'm in the bed, so I'm trying to hide my where what I'm well, I'm in kind of in the dark, so I hope you cannot see me.
No, you're not. For those who want to know, if you look carefully on the screen, there's a screenshot here. I do not know what the hell I was trying to prove on here. Let me see. Why people block someone because of who they mod for. Oh, this is during those days when I used to mod over there by Tracy's channel, and folks would be blocking you whenever they were upset with her, they didn't like her, they'd be blocking you because you were a mod. People block folks for just modding for a channel. If you notice, my name back then was Carrie Ray, and I think the person in the comments you can see on the screen right here was asking me why Just Kimmy blocked me. And Just Kimmy has had me blocked for a while, especially because she wasn't cool with Tracy, so she had me blocked. So she was on the panel there and whatever. And I guess they were talking about some of the mods who were blocked and some of the people, and Tracy was asking her to unblock us and stuff. And I was like, you could keep me blocked because it's not like I'm missing out on anything, you know? Like, what is gonna happen if I don't see anybody's comments? Like, for real, keep me blocked. So that was that. Good morning, V. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey to my 10 people who normally support me. Um, Anywho, so that's my previous name that I went by. It was Carrie Ray, and that was years ago. All right, let's keep going. Now they're cool, I guess, or not cool. I don't know because they flip flop a lot. Friends one day, 3 to 7 business days, they're not friends again, and it's the nature of the sector. With friends like these, anyways, I'm talking too much. Let's go.
Okay, what happened was, yes, hi everybody in the chat. What happened was, I went in there tonight because I had been holding off. What happened was, there was a young man who I know their parents put me in business, and the young man is in school. So he was over there supporting Sir King, and Sir King called him a hermaphrodite. So I went in and typed in his DM to let him know that was an insult, and it wasn't nice, so he didn't take it very well. And so what he did was turn the tables on me to pretend that I am a hermaphrodite or the guy, I don't know, but the young man is in school and he doesn't want to get in trouble with a back and forth with Sir King. So instead, what Sir King did was turn the tables on me to tell the people that I am a young man and I'm a hermaphrodite. Whatever way he's trying to say it, it was me.
Hold on 1 second. So this young man that we're talking about, how old is this young man?
He's 25, but he's in med school, so he can't get in trouble with Sir King.
So how did he get affiliated with Sir King in the first place?
Well, he wanted to be on their YouTube without having his face showed. I was telling him about there's an avatar channel that I go to, and that's how he got involved.
Oh, so that's how.
Where he didn't have to get in trouble with his identity because of his upcoming in school. So right. Sir King must have got angry with the young man one night and called him he or she alien. No, it was a few nights ago, and he called him out of his name, and I just put in his DM that.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow. 1 second. Sorry for stopping you. So, okay. So this young man got in contact with Sir King through you.
He was
yeah, you introduced him. Right, and then he doesn't. And this young man does not want to show his face, just like Sir King, right? Doesn't want to show his face.
That's right. That's right.
Like the avatar Sir King, and Sir King got upset about it. That's what you're saying.
What I'm trying to tell you is that when the guy typed something he didn't like in the chat, he said, I don't know what it was, something small though, and he was saying, I don't know what you are, he or she, a alien, a hermaphrodite. I was telling him that was a little extensive, even if he called him a it or he or she, but I think the hermaphrodite was too far because Sir King doesn't want people calling him any perverted names.
Right.
Yeah. All the people in the YouTube streets call him a pedo and all this stuff. So I've been helping up for him, fighting on the YouTube streets with all these different content creators, trying to keep them from calling him all kind of names, and now you're gonna turn on that young man. So I told him that wasn't nice. So he mad with me and said I'm the young man and I'm a whatever you want to call me, but I think it's disrespectful. And he's telling everybody that. Yeah, he's telling everybody that I'm the man.
What I saw happen. I saw what happened.
I think that was mean for him to do that. So I said, well, just pay me my money you owe me. I gave him thousands of dollars already. He don't want to pay me $250 little.
In case you want to know who are the people on the screen, that photo below me, because that was my name during that time before I changed it to Very Carrie. That is Goosey. That is Hutchinson at the top, and that's Momma D at the bottom. Okay, we're going down memory lane. Let's keep going. Goosey, we miss you. You should be able to come around and say hi to some folks. Okay.
I only did that because I don't need the $250, but I did it because he insulted me and hurted me. I said, well, just if you're the real man, just pay me my loan you owe me then. And so now we're into it.
So you were loaning Sir King money?
He had car problems. I gave him money for Christmas. Well, I gave him money for Christmas. And the next 2 weeks after he said he needed $250, well, something other about the call. So he called my house. He called my house.
Baby, they say the males have been getting money over here. It has always been like that, okay? It has always been like, it is nothing new. So when we hear of that in 2025, I'm like, it's been like that. It's already been like that. So Sir King was getting, his palms were being greased by Momma D. Okay. You know what? Let me mute. Go ahead.
He called my house for the $250. I gave it to him immediately when we got off the phone. I cashed out. So I didn't ask for all the money back. All I'm asking for is the $250 for the car repair since he want to call me a man. That's all. And so now he really calling me a man because I want the money back. He can keep all the other money, but he got all the women thinking that I'm some kind of pervert. Was running behind him all night. I was uploading his videos all night long and all day long. When I'm at work, I wasn't being harassing him. I was helping him to keep him from going under. You see.
See, she didn't use the right terminology right there. What she was saying is that she had people in her office who would sit and play Sir King's videos, so the views, so the numbers would go up. So they'll be using different accounts to watch his videos, clicking in. So when you go and you look at his video, you'll see all of that those views. Baby, she was working, baby.
Yeah, I was helping him. Yeah, I was helping him all night to keep his channel from going under.
When you
But
say
now
you were
he's telling
uploading, when you
yeah,
say
he
you were
telling
uploading
him
his videos, do you
all
mean that
night,
he was
all night. Yeah, all night, and he telling the people, like in other words, I was up all night worrying him, but I was up all night helping him upload the videos to keep the channel from going under.
When you say
right? But
upload, what
let's
do you
just be
mean?
clear about uploading. When you say uploading, was this videos that he had edited and then you were just uploading
You-
them
you-
to YouTube for him?
Well, Shelly, you know how you do a video like you just got off, and I just go in on and just keep on playing it over and over again. And I had a few people.
Like a looping type of thing.
Yeah, so what he telling the women over there that I was running behind him all night, and I was helping them all night with the video.
We got news over here. News, come on in, guys. The news.
Wait, what did she say?
So Sir King was using her to play his videos online. That's what you're saying. Let's make this clear.
I was helping him to keep his channel from it was already failing. So what I did, I got with some people, some of them students are awesome 8, so they can do some hours for him to keep his channel from going under. But now he's trying to pretend to the people over there that I was running behind him all night long, worrying them. That's not true.
Hold on, that doesn't make any sense.
Hold on for 1 second. Mama D. What she's saying is she got herself and some other people together, and they were watching his videos. They were doing watch parties. This is for watch hours, so he can generate money. All of this is illegal with YouTube. This is the same man who had the nerve to tell me I was stealing. No, nigga, you was stealing. Huh?
Yeah.
So he recruited you to get a group of your friends, people who you know, to watch.
Now, let me say this. I volunteered. I want to be fair. I volunteered for the job because he had so much on him with the people teasing him on the streets and trying to hurt him so bad. I said, "Don't worry, I'm gonna find people to try to help him."
Wait, I get it, Mama D. We're speaking the same language. You were helping him. You were helping him to fluff the numbers.
And so now he telling the people over there I was running behind him all night long instead of telling them the truth about what I was working for him all night long.
I'm sorry, this shit makes no sense. I'm sorry.
You're not messing up.
So Mama D, so this is what's going on here.
Sound good to me.
Mama D,
sorry, Mama D, it sound real
Mama
good.
D has been watching Sir King. Goosey says it doesn't make no sense to him. Listen, this is the beef sector. Nothing anybody does is supposed to make sense to you. You hear me? Take it for entertainment. You hear me? So this lady had her folks at her job, or I should say her business, and they were, like watching his videos to make the numbers go up. Can you understand what she was saying? So she took it up on herself to try to help him make sure his numbers go up and so that he could make money from ads or whatever. Baby, hey to everybody coming in, Room Shaker. I think I had already said hi. Miss Toby. Hey, everybody coming in. We're going down memory lane, baby. This is where that whole story about Sir King and Mama D broke. It was right here. Before you heard it on those other channels, it was right over here. Okay. All right, let's keep going. For a while, right? So apparently she got this connection in her mind that she's connected because she's been supporting him for a while. Now he starts to cry about how his channel is not doing well, so he wants her help, right? Let me know if I'm getting it right, Mama D.
Well, he needed help real bad.
Right. So he played on your emotions, and then he started to help him out. So he started to get people to watch his channel. So he
I like him like he was a son, and I ain't telling everybody
took advantage of him, right. And then in more than one occasions, you were woo banging and swinging for him in other chats when people were talking bad about him and stuff. Right?
At least a year now. So when
do y'all remember when Mama D used to like click links or be in the chats and woo banging for for Sir King? Do you remember? You couldn't say anything bad about Sir King. Mama D would be on your ass. Y'all remember that? Miss Stobie, we miss Goosey. He may not miss us, okay, but we miss him. Okay, let's keep going.
He did since
People up for him.
So
The part I'm not getting.
since now that he's angry with me, since I left QB over there over a year ago, he said, I'm going to get in touch with QB and find out if he went through any of this. And that's when I dropped down, which was crazy of me to do because he's using it against me. I said, you don't have to ask QB anything about me. You can talk to me.
I got you, Mama D. Hold up. You asked for my help. Let me help you out, Mama D. I'm here for you. I get it. And Goosey, don't mess us up here, okay? You was with QB, okay? You left QB. You went over there with Sir King because you saw something. You thought you saw something in him. You wanted to help him out.
Yeah, right. Because QB had 5 babe with him, and I said, well, Sir King need help, so let me go over here.
QB had 5 babe, so you knew that QB did
need help. And he kept teasing Sir King, calling him all kind of, you ain't no man, come behind the camera. So I left QB from teasing Sir King all the time. I felt sorry for him, and I went over by Sir King to help him.
And then he wanted to turn around and try to threaten you and say
he said I'm a man. Yeah, he said, I'm gonna go back to Cuba and find out we had any problems out here. Right. So I dropped down and said, don't get in touch with him. Here I am right here.
Hold on a minute.
Don't mess us up.
No, hold on. So how were you helping him with views exactly?
She was fluffing the views.
I have a bill. Let me say this. I have a bill bonding company. I have a chance to work in the day.
Don't just speak around.
Okay. I have an agency. I'm able to work all day and all night. Because of course we have to get people out the slammer. I'll just say like that. So I went over there to help the young man because I'm up all the time. So I use
hold on one second, Mama D. The person down below, you gotta put your mute on because you got feedback. We can barely hear Mama D.
Oh, L.
I can't.
So what I do?
Where this is going. So you use those people to.
I use my hours. I use the hours I would be up at night waiting on phone calls from the courthouse or different places. I use those hours to help Sir King. But now Sir King is turning the tables on me, saying I was hurting, running behind him and trying to harass him because I don't want him to call nobody a hermaphrodite. So now you turn on me saying like it's kind of.
I get all that, but how are you helping him with his views?
Well, all I can tell you is that if he get off the air and he had like 300 or 400, by the time I finish, he have 1,000.
Goosey, how come you don't understand elderly? That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing elderly.
Listen, what I heard today, right? I was watching it happen. What I heard was that the whole thing happened, and she kept texting.
I kept on trying to text him to tell him drop the link.
I believe,
and he wouldn't do it. He was just sacking me out and wouldn't let me come up there so I could explain to the people that I'm not running behind this man. I'm trying to help him.
He saw a troll in the chat. He saw a troll in the chat and said it was Momma D.
He kept saying that I'm going over about Jay Wilson, making like I'm a man and saying bad things about him. Yeah, saying bad things about him.
He was trolling you.
He was trying to run my reputation. With those women over there, he tried to run my reputation. All he knew how tonight. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And the women were saying, "Go get a life," and they was hurting me. Some of them didn't want to hear, but some of them saying, "Go get you a life," all kind of mean thing. But they didn't know I've been helping this man, and I gave him thousands of dollars. But I just said, "Well, since he won't be so mean, just pay me the $250 back that you owe me."
She said she was paying him thousands of dollars. Momma D has never given me $1 since I started my channel. Let's just say I have never. I told you it's the males be getting these money. You hear me? Hey, Shantae Wagwan. It's the males. And then when she went over there with when Shelly contacted Jay Wilson, she went over there and had a whole production over there. You best believe I still didn't get $1. Who do you think got all that money? Who do you think got all the money? Okay. Woo!
I can never get back the money and the time that I dedicated to Sir King. Ever give it back.
You were buying views for Sir King?
Well, I was helping the young man because I took him like a son. He doesn't have a mother, I don't think, but I took him like he was.
These virtual relationships kill me. So you don't know him from.
He was so mean. He was so mean to me, saying, "All you said you was like my mother," and he was just being mean to me tonight. And I was crying. I couldn't believe he was saying those things to hurt me in front of all those people and telling me and basically get lost. But all I said,
when you left QB, or when you was with QB, how did you find out about Sir King?
When I used to be over about QB, I saw hearing them insulting Sir King and so bad, and then they were saying certain things weren't true, and then I would check it out. I said, "Oh, this is bad," and then he was having like a pile up on him. You see, I said, "Well,"
so you pitied him?
Yeah, I did because it seemed everybody was going, he was being ousted out. I said, "Oh, this is horrible." I said, "It doesn't seem like he had any kind of Suppose since I had the money and the time, I said, I'm going to go help.
Sir King, let me hold $1. Jay Wilson, let me hold $1. Like, let me hold $1. So basically, if you're just coming in, what she was saying is that Sir King's numbers were getting low. What she would do was she would have her people, her employees at her job, at her business, watch his videos, fluff those numbers up. So by the time he got done, those numbers will change from 300 or 400 to over 1,000 or thereabouts. So she was helping him to make sure his numbers looked good. That's what she's saying right here. She also mentioned how many times he asked her for things and she would send money to him. I heard 250 at one point. I heard 1,000 at one point. So, baby, can I get $1? This broke on my channel. I can't tell you I made $1 from this video. I digress.
Help this young man
No,
because
Momma D, I gotta be honest.
my son is in his 40s, his late 40s.
Mhm.
So I only have one son in my life. So my son is, has a legit work way in Washington, D.C. for the government. So I just went over there trying to help the young man. I wasn't running behind that child. How could I do that? Old as I am, I don't want that child.
Did you ever talk to him on the phone, like outside of YouTube? Did you guys sit on the phone? Did y'all do FaceTime?
Yeah, we talk a few times, but I had a private IG DM with him,
Right, I knew I was going to hear that. So you guys
he
talk
using that against me. He using that against me, telling them women I was running him crazy in the DM, but he's not telling them what I was doing for him.
Right.
Thank you for spilling the tea over here. So now we know what you've been doing and the type of underhanded things he's doing in the background. But at the same time, I don't think you can't allow people to do you like that, though. You can't.
I'm upset because he called me the young man in the school. Also, Ace, the young man is his name. He said that I'm the boy. He said I'm the boy, and then he calling me somebody named Silver. Well, all these different people, whoever it is, making up the truths, whatever they're doing, they might be doing it on purpose. But no, Austin Ace is the only one I know, and he's a mixed young man. He's half white and half black. So doggone well, he ain't none of me.
So let me ask you something. Did you first offer to give him money, or did he ask you? Did he ask you for money first, or you offered first?
Well, he'd be on there on the end talking about, oh, don't forget the Cash App, Sir King Crown, and I'm going, y'all.
Don't forget to Cash App 876VK because apparently I need to start doing that. 876VK. Okay, because she's saying that he keeps on, don't forget the Cash App when he says it on his live stream. So she felt compelled to send the money to him. He did not strong arm her. He did not force her to. She decided to send the money to him. Baby, I need to start talking about my Cash Apps too. The fudge.
Know how people drive big. So I'll be feeling so bad. I said, Lord, this sounds so bad. Let me go ahead on and just Cash App happen so you can have a nice weekend or whatever. I gave from my heart, but since they want to be so mean and make me feel like a dog, I don't think it's right.
So if he apologizes to you today, will you go back over there?
Oh, I don't never want to see him again. But he is a big black fat motherfucker, though.
That's what he is. So did you?
I'm sorry.
She said she would never want to see him again. For those who frequent Sir King's channel, has she been back over there? Can somebody let me know? I think I saw her there once this year. Let me know if I saw wrong. She just said she would never go back over there. And he is a fat MFer. Okay? Y'all know I don't speak English. So if anything and I got anything wrong, please let me know. Because a girl does not speak English. No habla es English. I'm sorry. Let's keep going.
But he called me a boy, so I'm gonna call him a big black fat motherfucker.
So you're more upset about him calling you a boy?
Well, he called me, say I'm going around as a boy, dropping comments all over. Yeah, I'm gonna call him the name.
So you're saying after you've been supporting him for so long,
over a year, yeah.
Helping him calling me to this money part, by the way.
All my money that I done put out on him.
Chats for Sir King, and then this is what he does you. He calls you a boy.
Yeah. Kick me dead in my ass. Yes, he did. He calling me awesome Ace, the little young white boy that was trying to support him. He gave him some money for the some kind of. He's trying to run an educational fund now. I don't know what kind of mess it
is. He's scamming around there. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, we can't never get that money back, but I'll tell you what, he's alive. He told me tonight in the chat. I don't know if anybody was there. He told me tonight in the chat, you're not the only supporter you're not a big supporter of mine. You ain't the only one. He's alive. Those women don't put out the money I put out on Sir King. I don't believe so.
So why do you ask for the money back? Was it a loan?
No, I want the little bitty money back, the one that he called me on the phone at home and asked for the car to be taken out or whatever, a shop or whatever. I just want to do it for principle. I want to teach him a lesson for trying to ruin my reputation and hurt me like that. I don't even need no $250. Yeah, well, old as I am, I can't get no better.
Hold on. we got to get down to a couple things. I'm trying to understand.
Yeah,
You
anything.
said he called you. Okay, you said he called you at home and all that.
Let me tell you, Shelly, for Christmas, I gave him $350 on the air.
Wow.
2 weeks after, 2 weeks after, I was sitting in a chair at home taking care of my business, and he called me on the phone personally at home and say, "Oh, Mama D, I need a favor so bad." I said, "Well, what is it? What is it?" Because I just given him a Christmas present. I said, "Don't make it too big, now." He said, "No, it ain't that much." I said, "Well, how much you need, son?" He said, "Oh, just about $250. My car is in the shop."
Girl, my car is in the shop right as we speak. Okay? My car is in the shop right as we speak. And I'm like, am I going to sell this car? Baby, I need 250. Can I hold 250? Good morning, lovely. Good morning to everybody coming in. I appreciate you for coming through. Shout out to the 10 people who support me. Shout out to the 47 who are in here right now. We're down memory lane, guys. Okay. We're down, girl.
Or something. I was like, "Well, I thought you could get a rental car." You know, my mind went to wondering. I thought when you get a car down, you get a rental car in the place, but I didn't pay it any mind. Anybody know anything about new cars? You can always get a rental car if your car is in the shop.
Right.
I'm not a fool because I own 4 vehicles. But anywho, I gave him the $250 as soon as I got off the phone. I said, "That's the only thing I'm asking him to pay me back. All the other hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, I don't want it back." But when he turned on me tonight, I didn't even want the $250. But when he called me a little boy and said, "I'm going, going all around by the people, dropping comments and making like I'm a man," yeah, I want my little $250
He didn't
back.
know also. So all of a sudden, he's calling you a man, but you weren't a man when you were giving all of that
Well,
money
because I got on him about calling that child a hermaphrodite. I call that boy a hermaphrodite. That's why.
Do you want to ask a question, Ale?
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm saying that he came out of the blue today and said that she's a hermaphrodite and she's blowing.
It's amazing. I'm looking at the comments that I put up on the screen while this live stream was going on. It's amazing. Some of the folks that was in my chat that were in my chat during that time, they don't come around here anymore. Want to know why? Because they're flip-flopping ass bitches. Okay. Want to know why? Because they are led like sheep. Okay. And here goes one person on my panel right now that I thought I was cool with. Here she is on my panel. You don't see her over here anymore because they were fake. They were always fake. It was never genuine support ever. And we learned that. We learn and we don't judge. Okay?
Up his phone.
Yeah. And I was like, "What?" All night long, I'm working for this child like a dog on my job. And all day when I have time and he called me a hermaphrodite, I said, "No, this is wrong. This is wrong." All because I told him that wasn't nice what he did to Awesome Ace. He got on me about it and said, "I'm the Awesome Ace."
Yeah,
So you sent him money by Cash App? I'm almost wanting to be messy to ask you to let me see those Cash Apps.
I've been looking to try to get to that. Do you know where you send us do you know how to send
I almost want to see it.
the money you sent?
Well, my secretary is the one that sent them. I mean, I would talk to her tomorrow, and I would probably could get her to fax it to you. But yeah, it's a shame for him to do that to me. As nice as I've been to him, I'll try not to.
Email in this thing.
I just want the people to know. My claim to fame is that I want the people to know that I am not Awesome Ace. I am not those men he said I am. I am Mama D. He knows it, but he want to tell the people she's a boy, y'all. She got about three little boys going around dropping well, however many he told him I was. He called the names of them. But
I was just about, can I interrupt?
Awesome. What is
You
it?
want to ask you a question? 1 second, Lucy. 1 second, Lucy. Soul Sister, can you hear us? Soul Sister. I hate my voice.
All I wanted to do was drop the link, but it wouldn't give me.
Go ahead, Lucy.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm here.
Hey, Nene Goat. Hey, everybody. That's Soul Sister, Shelly.
That's her. That's her.
He didn't call her hermaphrodite.
Okay, I just wanted to ask a question.
One second, Soul Sister. Welcome to the
channel. Well, he said nothing. He said ain't nothing. Well, Goosey said nothing wrong with the word hermaphrodite. That's what he told me.
Goosey.
Well, yeah, he called me one because he said I'm Awesome Ace. Yeah, he called me one.
He was just saying that you're Awesome Ace. So are you Awesome Ace?
No, I told you Awesome Ace is the little white boy who I had going over there to support him.
I think part of the problem is I know Soul Sister has her 2 questions, but I think after that, Carrie, you need to ask her some questions between you and her, because even though we've talked all this time, we still don't have a whole lot of clarity other than really elder abuse. I mean, I heard elder abuse. I heard verbal abuse.
Shelly, I don't want the boy in the courthouse with me now.
Hey, Mama D, listen, if you need me, you say your son here in the DMV. I hear elder abuse. Okay, they got an elder abuse hotline. That's what I hear.
No, because I volunteered, so they're not gonna take that serious.
It's financial abuse.
She was sending SK money.
Demetria, is that you, girl?
No.
It's me, Carrie.
Hey, Demetria.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Demetra.
Yeah,
All right,
darling.
so we're gonna go one by one and ask questions. So we're gonna start with.
I'll take any question. I'll answer any question.
So you're gonna talk to the people on the panel so that you can be clear and we're not talking over each other. So I'm gonna go with Lucy first, then we're gonna go to Soul Sister, then we're gonna go to Demetra, and then the chat also has questions. So let's do it that way, okay, guys?
No problem with me.
Like, okay, so I'll ask what Ronnie Q wanted to ask. What was the Ronnie Q? What was the question again? Like, what was the thousands of dollars that you donated to him for?
What was the reason?
Yeah, but it's just like standard donations.
It was cash out donations. You know, on the end of the show when he say, "Don't forget the Sir King crown." You know how everybody donate to the
Don't
favorite
forget
content creator
876
at the end of the show.
BK.
They send cash. I never would send them in the middle of the show because I would be working and I couldn't do it. But it would be after the show. You know.
Yeah, so it was you willingly just giving your money up.
It was that's why I said I don't want to claim elderly abuse when I willingly help them. Yes, sir.
And Ronnie Q also asked, did he ask for any other money?
He only asked for when he called my house looking for to get a car fixed. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't need it, but I'm so mad with him. That's why I want it back. I don't want it back, but I want to teach him a lesson.
Yeah,
this is one of the reasons why I have an open panel. This is the same reason why I did this, because you got some content creators who they will take advantage, or persons have things they want to say and they can't say it because they can be blocked in a chat, you know, or if they click online, they can be muted, they can be turned down, they can be kicked off the panel. So over here, you get to say what you want to say the stuff that you want to say. So now we're getting to learn that you willingly gave him your money, and we're also learning that you were taken advantage of. Because it's two ways I'm seeing this thing. You willingly gave him your money. And secondly, he played on your emotions for things that he needed. Right?
Well, he turned it around on me. He turned it around on me tonight by letting the women know, and she's been bothering me all night long.
Right. And not only that, so you've been also helping him in different ways, whether it is
oh my God,
you've been helping him in different ways behind the scene that a lot of people don't know. He's been calling you and asking you for money to fix his cars, or for Christmas, or getting you to help him to get his not getting him his numbers up.
It sounds like to me, Carrie, it sounds like to me trying to make those women think that I wanted him as a man of mine.
That's what I'm coming to. So now you've done all this for him. You've been caping for him. You've been helping him out financially, and then here comes Sir King disrespecting you after you've done all that for him, and he's calling you a man or a boy.
Oh yeah, he still call me three men, but sound like
and then he's telling you that telling his followers that you are that you're
I'm
there.
I'm bothering him all night.
Like
I'm bothering him all night long. Yeah.
Right. So I get what
he said that Momma D calls him all the time, and he answers every single time that she does.
But let me tell you, he was glad to pick up the phone and glad to answer me in the DM when he want to talk about his channel.
Momma D. Now I have to be honest. Way back when, I've seen you call there, hang up, call right back, hang up. I've seen you that a couple times.
I was a pain in the ass one time, but we talked about it, and he said, "Well, when I'm in doing the show, I can't talk about it. I'll talk to you." Well, hell, he called me after the damn show, though. He couldn't call me.
Momma D doesn't like how she's feeling because he's making those women in the chat make you feel bad because she's calling you
like I'm some kind of old, like I'm an old boy. I'm a young boy, and I'm an old hope. That's what he's trying to make me.
Right, but here's the thing. You said, Carrie, 1 second, so I'm giving you just 1 minute because we got to correct something that Carrie just said. Carrie said, did she volunteer the money to him? No. She's added up all the donations that she gave him, and that's why she's saying thousands of dollars, because it's not like she sent him $1,000. She gave him different money at the end of the show. That's what everybody, people do for content creators. However, he asked her for the $250. So he reached out to her.
He called her for it.
Right. Mm-hmm. So everything is not, I mean, she might have volunteered to give it, to loan it to him, but that's different from her taking it upon herself to give him a donation. That's different.
And what I don't like is that if he didn't want to be bothering me at night with us about talking about the videos, he could have talked to me many nights and say, well, Mama,
can I get $250? Can I get $250? The hell? Anybody want to say anything? The link, I think the link is pinned if you want to come up and talk about it. Do you remember this night? For those of my 10 who were here, do you remember this night? This was about 2.5, 3 years ago. Do you remember this night? This is where that news broke. So, I have not, I'm not going to say it. Let me go back. This was breaking news, like Connie said, because nobody knew that Momma D was behind the scenes giving Sir King money like that. And nobody knew he had access to her to the point that he could call her whenever he had issues, with his vehicle. He got Christmas money. Like, where my Christmas money at? Well, no, I don't celebrate that, but you know what I mean. Let's keep going.
I'm a little sleepy. I'm going to have to talk to you another time. He would be right on the phone, on the thing with me 3, 4 in the morning after the show is laughing and talking in the DMs with him. So he can't make like I was talking to the sky. Okay. Okay.
All right, it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your time.
I want to tell you guys, it's a very important component that you all are missing. Awesome Eight's granddad was a judge. He retired. His mom and dad prosecutors and is an attorney. Okay, those people help me with my agency. They help build my agency that I have. That's how I know the young man. That's all I need you to know.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hold on. Oh, Miss Cheryl says she was in the clouds when this happened. I think I have Miss Toby in the back. Let me grab my overlay real quick. Is that Miss Toby? Let's make sure, okay? Miss Toby? Is that you, Miss Toby?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Girl, I remember that live.
Baby, this was breaking news. We were minding our business on the panel that night. And she was just in the chat, like typing up a storm, like she wanted to make her grouses known. Baby, what do you think so far?
Well, of course she's been back over there since this video, right? You know that.
Baby, I went once over there to Sir King and I saw her over there and I'm like, this is not the same Momma D who said she'd never go back. And whenever she used to visit my channel, she would say, I don't want to talk about him. I can't talk about that person, you know? And out of respect for her, I would not. But now she's back over there. Okay. All right.
I remember that. Yeah, that was like juicy tea because we didn't know that she was giving him, that much money. I mean, I kind of figured he was pimping her, but I didn't know he was pimping her like that.
I remember one time he said that he had like a really high tier. I don't know how much it was, maybe 150 or thereabout. And he said only one person joined that tier. I don't know if you remember that, if you watched him like that.
It was like $100 or something like that, yeah.
And I'm now inclined to think that it was Momma D who who joined that
it was. Because remember when he used to go live and she used to call him all the fucking time.
Yeah, I never used to watch him during that time. I was one of those folks who was like no new people during that time. So I didn't go with the masses at that time.
Girl, I was over there during the height of the Rona. I was over there every night because he was the only one that was really up late.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how long I was over there. I was over there when a lot of people wasn't really in the chat and it was just and it was lemon and custard.
Okay.
That's when when it was originally lemon and custard used to fuss almost every night.
I don't see Custard going live anymore. Hey, Miss LA. Hey, but who else?
No, I think Custard is enjoying his life. I think Custard is, hey, Miss LA, I think Custard is enjoying his life.
But I used to wonder how Lemon used to find so long to be like, how did he find time to stay? Well, now I know. He would be there like really supporting Sir King at nights, like for hours. He didn't talk much back then for the few times that I went and looked. I don't know if your experience was different. Did he like talk a lot during that time?
Yeah, he would talk like Sir King in the beginning would do his little topics in the beginning of the live, which was so motherfucking boring. Like the news of the day and stuff like that. If I wanted to watch the news of the day, I would watch CNN. And then after he finished the topics, he would get onto the messy stuff, and then Lemon would come on the panel and join and and chime in and everything like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It used to be fun in the beginning, but then Sir King got big headed and then wanted to change up the platform, telling people they couldn't come on the panel no more, they couldn't cuss, they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that.
Certain things, right? I gotta realize that folks, and this is just me speaking generally. Like people start off, and then when the numbers start going up, I know people don't like to hear me, but it's been an observation for me. Like people start getting cocky when their numbers start changing. When the money starts changing, the numbers start changing. They start to get like big headed over here in this sector. And there are people who have millions, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and they don't even be acting like that. It's weird to me. I don't know. But anyway, should I continue playing or do you want to say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
On the panel and in the chat. I may be the only one that's about to say this, and most of you might not feel it. I really don't care. First of all, Mama D, not only did you donate to every single thing that he decided to open up, whether it was the what is that, bingo or other things that he wanted to do and private things and dotted this and dotted that, but he would also call you out while he's on the show and he'd be like, "Where's Mama D at?" A few minutes later,
Yes, he did. Yeah,
and
but
so
he's trying to make like he wasn't. Yeah.
I'm not done. Let me finish.
Okay, baby.
And he would also, as you were on the phone, start talking about Tracy, Miss Bless, and anybody else, Lady Nika, anybody else that he wanted to dog out. But he had you on the phone, so you can dog them out also. Which again,
Yeah, I was
you did
cussing
not
everybody out.
well.
I was cussing
Yes,
a
you
lot of
did.
people. Yeah.
Let me finish. I'm not done.
Okay.
You have cussed out so many content creators because
Yeah.
he said he did not like them and they were wrong.
Yeah.
And you volunteered to do this. Now, I may be the only one that's in this chat and on this panel. I don't feel sorry for you. It's not ugly of you.
I don't feel sorry for me either.
It's
It
not
was a
any of
beef
that.
sector, and look, I was
You
beefing.
know what it was?
Yeah.
You enjoyed every single moment.
I did.
that
I did.
you was with him.
I did. I
The
did.
only
But I
time that
don't
you are
think that
now
you should
speaking
have.
out is because what he done to you tonight.
Hey,
Now, this
Well,
is very
it's
good
okay if you don't.
news
I
for us
don't want
to
any
hear.
sympathy. I'm just giving. Had
I
a
just
chance
don't
to
want
vote.
I don't want the panel or the chat to give you sympathy either. I want them to
It
understand.
doesn't matter. At least I have. At least I have a chance to let them know I'm not no boys. That's all.
You also
I
need to
understand what you're
apologize
saying.
to Teresa.
Yeah.
Miss
Well,
Black,
anybody that I cursed
Nika.
out.
Soul Sister was just not having it. Hey, DC Kool-Aid Wagwan. She was not having it. She was like, I don't feel no form of sympathy for you. I don't think anyone on the panel should feel it for you. Nobody should. Soul Sister was not playing.
She was giving her the business, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't feel sorry for her either because first of all, Mama D was running the streets like she was the fucking
the attack
mob. Like the mob and shit rule. And you know, if anybody said anything about Sir King at that particular time, she would go off. I believe at one point in time, her and Cruiser got into it.
Oh, really? So I didn't know that. Soul Sister was pointing out some of the names of the people who Mama D attacked. I didn't even know she was over there attacking Lady Nika and Bless and all them people. Oh my gosh. Because I wasn't over there like that. But then I used to see her and she came around at one point because she started going over by Bless and Bless did her morning lives, you know. So I don't know what changed. I guess. Baby, let me go on. Let me play.
Okay.
Anyone you cut out on Sir King's behalf, you need to apologize to. Because just because he told you to do
I'm about to do that. I'm about to do that. I'm about to do that right now. I apologize to everyone.
Hold on, Mama D, 1 second. So Soul Sister, you finished? So you said you're not sorry for her, and you also think she needs to apologize to all the people who she
yes, I will. I will.
All right. So you think you're gonna do that right now? So you're gonna
yes,
do that?
I will.
All right, let's go.
Yes, I apologize. I am Mama D. I apologize for cussing folks out. It was a beef sector. Is where everybody get down and sometimes a little mean. And I was having fun at the time when I first got on there enjoying cussing and whatever. And it was horrible. So I made up my mind. I said, you know, this is awful to be cussing these people out I don't even know. And I told Sir King, I said, I'm not cussing anymore. And he said, you're not? I said, no, I'm not. So I apologize to anyone that I cursed out or whatever. And I don't think it was right for me to do that for someone else. If I was going to do it, should have been for myself. And I know people may not accept my apology, but I do apologize. But I don't do it with an excuse. But remember, as I apologize, this is the beef sector, and most people are cursing folks out. But yeah, I don't kind of feel sorry for me either. But thanks for giving me a chance and having a platform. By the same token, I was glad to get this platform just to say that I am not a boy, and I never was a. Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome to come on the platform as long as there's an open panel. So you're saying that Can you believe she was just so upset that he called her a boy? Well, it all boils down to her being upset that he called her a boy and that H word, the hermaphrodite. That is the reason why she got upset. Separate and apart from the other thing with a young boy she said she had who she was helping. But it is amazing the things that let me keep going. I get your point because this is a beef sector and people do curse people out a lot. So I think I got that part. But at the same time, you were there helping him and you were cussing people out for him. You gotta do stuff for yourself. I think you gotta think about yourself a little bit more.
Yeah, it was a lesser of two evils. It's a double-edged sword. It cuts both ways. And it's not a sympathy thing, basically. But Shelley, if you could understand, I think that I just wanted to explain to the people.
I understand you. I understand you completely.
Yeah, I am not no little boys, and I think it's wrong. That's all.
I feel he took advantage of you. That's where I stand because at the end of the day, Yes, you gave him donations. That was your choice. But for him to call you up on the phone and ask to borrow money to fix his car, that's none of your business or your concern or your problem.
Well,
That's
if
what
it,
I
He
see.
realized that she was willing to help. He realized that that's the type of person she was. So this is why.
yeah, no, but and I was calling him.
And also, she's the one who gave him her money.
Have you
I
ever
was,
seen
I was
Sir King's
calling.
face?
Mhm.
Have you ever seen Sir King?
Yes.
Is Sir
You said
King
that before. Have you really
who you
seen
say Sir
him?
King is? Is Sir King the guy standing in front of the car?
I didn't hear you.
Is Sir King the guy that was standing in front of the car?
I won't confirm or deny.
Thank you very much.
So he did
But
all
but
this
but
to
but,
you.
but, but, but you know, I apologize for cursing the people out. Can I curse him out now?
Um,
I'm gonna allow you to curse him out, but I want Tropical Punches here, and I also want to hear
Yeah,
from
yes,
Ale.
no problem, no problem.
Go ahead. Did you get to say? Oh, Ale fell down. Okay, so Tropical is here. Hi, Tropical.
Hi, Carrie.
All right,
Hi,
Chuck.
Shelly and Mama
Welcome.
D and Soul Sister and Goofy. How everybody
Hello.
doing?
very
Okay,
I'm gonna get that picture up so we can put it up on the screen. Share your
I
screen.
have no
Shelly,
idea
Go
where
ahead,
it is.
Tropical.
Where is it?
you know what, Shelly? I agree with you. Regardless, Mama D, of whoever you cursed out or whatever you did at the time being when you were supporting Sir King. What he done to you, I'm like Shelly. I feel like he took advantage of you because he found out knew you had a good heart and you would help him, looking at him as a son. He still took advantage of you. So regardless of, I'm not here to say I feel sorry for you and all that. But what I'm saying, the
Yeah.
whole point to it, it's wrong for people to treat people like that. And when they find out you're good hearted and then you go around, you talk about me, everything he done to you, I agree. It was so wrong. I understand the curse.
And Tropical, if you give somebody $3,000 and they gonna tell me you ain't none of my main supporter, well, hell, $3,000 ain't no little bit of money either for some stranger.
Exactly. I was gonna say for somebody that you don't know, but then he go talk stuff about other content creators and what they're doing, and how they're doing, and you just doing all this for him. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's wrong. I don't care what nobody else say. That's how I look
I
at it.
was sending him the
What's wrong
lunch.
with
I
he
was
did to you?
sending them to the lunch, sending them to the spa, and everything else.
Yeah,
And they're
it's
gonna talk
wrong.
about acting like I'm not nothing now. You know,
Yeah.
oh, you ain't none of my main supporter. Them women not gonna give him no damn $3,000. I don't care
No,
what nobody says.
not to go to spas and all that stuff like that. So, Mama D, if you can get your receipts from all your cash outs and everything, that way you can give them to Carrie or Shelly, who you need to give them to. That way everybody will start saying, how you know she's telling the lies. Them cash outs will prove that you're telling the truth about what you're doing. Because what he did to you, it was wrong. It was most definitely wrong to me, in my opinion. It was wrong what he done to you.
$3,000. Did you hear that, Miss Toby?
Girl, I was waiting for you to
$3,000. Can I hold $3? Can I hold $3, Mama D?
I was waiting for you to stop the video because I was like, say what now? $3,000.
Baby, can I hold $3?
And what time span? Did she say what time span she gave him the $3,000?
I didn't hear it, but it was over a period of time. $3,000. Plus, he was able to go to the spa whenever he wanted. Can I get my toes done?
The spa?
I'm feeling a begging spirit this morning. Like, can I? What? Can I get $3 towards my spa day? I'm just joking, guys. But yeah, this is some real. This is how you can be. You only have to be a male over here in the sector. If you want money and you're a content creator, you're gonna do well as long as you're a male, because you're gonna have people like this who will always feel like they need to take care of your responsibilities. Okay, he needed his car fixed, and all he had to do was call her. Okay, needed a spa.
I don't understand that. People, you needed your car fixed. She didn't have family members or friends to go to say, can I borrow some money to get my car fixed? You ask some strangers on the internet?
Baby, and that is why when we look at the demographic of the people who watch the beef sector, it's mostly folks like over 50, And so these are people who are at home who may be, using their they may be using their pension, they may be, using their savings because they're at home, they're bored, they want to support people. Yes, yeah, you heard that right, Chante. You heard that.
Girl, so what was he doing? He was getting pedicures and manicures?
He was getting his feet done and stuff.
Girl, oh, and I picture Sir King having some horrible looking feet.
Oh, you heard that?
Like corns and stuff. So can you imagine the women had to do his feet like that? I hope he gave him a nice tip. He just looked like a brother that got corns and bad feet, and his feet smell like corn chips.
Miss Toby. Not corn chips.
You know how corn chip.
Who is that? Good morning, Dre Day. I hope Dre Day, I think.
Oh, let me hush.
They dox his feet because I saw some pictures floating around. I don't know if it was him or not. If my background is noisy, please let me know. I'll just go back on mute because I got a lot going on.
Oh, I can't hear anything. I'm surprised you can't hear my music. I got my music blasting.
I can't hear it. Let's go.
Where's her family? Where's her family?
You have apologized, and you don't have to keep apologizing. You already apologized. Don't keep apologizing. You don't have to keep apologizing.
It was really late in the morning that night.
Yeah, you gotta keep apologizing.
But you know, somebody was on there just now said that Sir King used to ask for me too, and I'm glad they brought that up. Yeah, he used to ask me.
That was me.
So
He's always waiting for you to come up. You even gave his mods Christmas presents.
Yeah, and all that. And birthday gifts, and then he gonna talk about me. Now all of a sudden I'm not nothing no more. I just want people to know that he wrong for calling me 3 little boys, but however many trying to say I am. That's all.
Yeah, you can't sue him for your money for elderly abuse.
Yeah, I don't get.
No, I don't want. No, because I volunteered the money, and I don't want a dime back except the $250 for that damn call, whatever it is.
So Sir King, give Mama D her $250 back. That's all she wants. You keep all the other $1,000 she done gave you, but give her her $250 back, Sir King. Give her money back.
Yeah, give it back. Let me tell you how slick he is. He the kind of mofo that you edit things out. He'll make that list. He'll make those kids have short where y'all would think that I didn't give him all that money.
But see, you.
Lee Pepper says, "Where's her family? She needs to be watched." We did at some point in the live tell her that she needs to tell her son. She does have a son, so we kind of encouraged her to tell her son what was going on. She didn't want to. She was really scared to do that, but I think she ended up doing it. And they reached out to. They did what they did behind the scenes. She didn't want to talk much about it. I don't know if she went to Jay Wilson and gave him the information. Lee Pepper says, Miss LA says, "I'm wondering how much she's given to the Amazon blouse Uber driver." I'm thinking you're talking about Jay Wilson. Girl.
Well, I'm sure she does hit, she hit his panel a couple times, so she probably hit him up with a cash ad.
Of course she doesn't hit my panel anymore because I'm a female. Now I'm doing this whole male female thing that they do on the sector. Of course she doesn't hit my panel anymore because once Shelly introduced her to Jay Wilson and she went over there for her big interview dressed up and everything, and she just she settled with the mail, and I don't recall getting $1 from her. But you know what, God is good. Let's keep going.
As long as you got your part of your cash apps, you got to worry about what he doing.
Oh yeah, my secretary. Oh yes, my secretary has the books. Yeah, baby.
So don't worry about him editing his part. As long as you got your part.
And how much money did you give for the educational thing he's promoting? Mama D?
Huh?
How much money did you give for his educational thing he's promoting?
Well, no, the young man who he say I am. Awesome Ace gave him $75, but he said I'm the boy. That young man live way in Santa Monica, California, and I live in Houston, Texas. I got a long dick to be a little boy way over that one.
Wait,
and then I gotta turn myself white. I gotta turn myself white too. And I gotta be 25 years old. So no, I'm not.
Go see.
Okay. I'm gonna hop off now because I needed to hear the apology. Because those ladies had not done anything to you that you cut out. It wasn't a beef between you and them. It was just a beef between them.
But it wasn't the ladies in the chat. It was the ops that we used to cut out.
Hold on. So this woman, you wanted her to apologize to make you feel better?
I want her to apologize to have Tracy, Miss Bless, and Nika to feel better.
Tracy called me an old motherfucker and told me she was gonna put me in the basement and cut me up. But and I laughed about it. And I said, no, you're not gonna.
That wasn't the nature of the commentary. The commentary was about him using her for her money.
Exactly.
Not her apologizing. Grown woman, another grown woman to better.
And Miss Bless wanted to fight that she forgot what day we were supposed to fight.
She doesn't owe anybody any explanations about anything.
Yeah, and Tracy, I apologize to Tracy. I do apologize to Tracy. I do like Tracy, I really do. But
Tracy said that that's lies.
She said she was gonna throw me in the basement more than once and break my neck. So all I did was have fun cussing her out. That's all.
Now, can I say something that's really unpopular? It wasn't a loan, right?
The loan Goosey was only the $250. That's it.
So it's actually a loan. He's supposed to pay that.
He was supposed to pay me back. Okay, I loaned it to him. Okay, Christmas I gave him
3 weeks after Christmas.
It was two weeks after Christmas. He wanted the money, and that was a $250 loan. That's it. That's all.
All right, pay back the money.
Exactly.
He's not gonna give it back because he telling everybody that I'm a man. And that's why he gonna try to get out of it by calling me a man and got all them.
You might have to forget that too, 50, honestly.
Well, I don't know about
Roddy Q.
But Mama
I
D,
don't know.
he don't do all that
Whatever
to
you need
anyway.
to your bank and get your money back. That's it.
Well, they got a few. They got a few people out there. Goosey, they have a few people out
Just
there that
because she
disagree with you.
decided to back the content creator that she supports,
Yeah,
that doesn't mean she deserves to be taken advantage of or her money taken from her.
exactly.
That has nothing to do with the next. So I don't understand all that shit.
I get
And
the
did you
feeling that
did you
when
did
people
you over there?
money into channels,
Apologize for shit.
hold
Was
on,
you
I get
over
the
there?
feeling
Was
that
anybody
people, when
over
they
there?
continuously put money into people's channels, putting those
Exactly, Wendy. They all curse
they
each
get
other
this
the fuck out.
feeling
Are you
like
kidding me?
they get this feeling
And,
like they
and,
owe
and
the channel or the
y'all should have been over there
content
tonight when
creators.
he tried to spin it with Lemon to make Lemon turn against me and pull Lemon to. Oh, that's a shame. I
Oh, I
really
forgot
like
Lemon's
that.
on the payroll. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
he
some
said,
fucking nerve. I can't believe I was trying to look for my computer so fucking quick. The way you talking to this woman.
Lemon said, I really thought she was cool. He got Lemon against me, talking about, I thought she was cool. I really enjoyed her. And all of a sudden, the people in the chat hate me because he said, yeah, she also makes, and she's such and such a person. Yeah, all the ego that kicked in. Because I told him it's not nice to call somebody hermaphrodite, so he mad with me.
And that's the only reason he talking, saying crazy stuff, Mama D, because he's mad. So don't let him make you feel bad about nothing. You did nothing but support him. And then when he said to you, he hurt your feelings. And now you're mad about that. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's your opinion. You can be mad at him about him hurting your feelings or whatever. And it's okay. So don't worry about him trying to make everybody over there turn against you. You know in your heart what you did, and Sir King knows what you did to him. So don't worry about everybody else turn against you because you did the right thing. And just because you want to don't worry about
Thank you. And let me tell y'all one thing. The only thing hurt me, and got me panel, everybody on the panel, I want you to know. The only thing really hurt me, he would not drop that damn link. So if I was such a bad person, why you want to drop the link so I can ask him a few questions?
Miss Toby, whenever you want me to stop, you could tell me, and I'll
Oh my God, child.
Thank you for the cash app. I got a cash app a while ago, baby. Thank you. I appreciate it. Go ahead, Miss Toby.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to well, I can't get over the I can't get over the $3,000. What else? And she mad because he didn't drop the link. Why was he going to drop the link? He already used you, and he used you up. He didn't want to be bothered with you no more.
He got tired of her. I think this is T. Danielle. Let me make sure. Good
Okay.
morning.
Good morning. How did you find this?
Baby, it came
Hey, Miss Toby.
I was going through on my channel and I saw it come up and I'm like, let me go watch this. So
I want to apologize for clowning on your channel yesterday. I'm so sorry.
Girl. I found it hilarious. You know why?
Clowning.
Did you see her? Did you see T. Daniel yesterday, Miss Toby? On my last live that I did. She went off.
I don't consider it clowning. No, remember I was up there, because Catherine ran from me.
To get happy life. Listen. So
wait a minute.
Anything.
Why did that woman run from me like that? Why did that woman run from me like that?
Because she's a lying coward.
I don't know what you guys got going on. Catherine,
I didn't even get a chance to say anything to her. You said, "Oh, here comes Miss Toby." She said, "I'm out."
It was when I was at QB's and I was saying all those people that girl. I don't want to say her name because I don't want to bring that back up. But anyway, because so many people had contacted us saying that she was borrowing money, I was just like wanting to alert people, like, don't give her money. This is her second time doing this, just a kind of PSA. Because, I don't like exposing people, whatever, but it was just so many people. She takes her tail over to YouTube cameras and tells a whole different story, a whole completely different story, the amount of money, the number of people it was. I'm like, I'm sitting in the chat typing to YouTube cameras. None of that ever happened. What are you talking about? She made up a whole different story in her head.
I'm not shocked. You know how she is. She loves to get on panels and be seen and tell everything.
If you gonna tell it, tell the truth. I don't have a problem with you telling it. This to be said, the stuff gonna spread. But tell the truth. If you gonna tell it.
Because I think the other day she was trying to say really B is an abuse sector, and I'm like,
No,
really
she
B
not.
is not an abuse. really be he's not in the beef sector. If you knew about the beef sector,
He's
no.
never been in the
She's
beef
just
sector.
she's not in the beef sector. She's Trayvon Lane's kid. What you know how he say my kids or
She's
whatever. But
never
no.
been over here like that. She'll drop in his chat, but that's as far as she's ever gone. She's never been over here like that. What? See, and that's the problem that bothers me. If you're gonna talk about it, because you know what you're talking about. Stop making up stuff. She's trying to what is the word I'm looking for? Always be in Jay Wilson's good graces. She always wants to be seen as the person who's bringing him something because you remember he don't watch nobody.
Well, that's a lie. I don't believe that he doesn't watch
I
anybody
don't
because
either. I don't
I
either.
don't believe that either because sometimes he hops down in people's chats and he
I
probably
don't
be sitting
watch
Yeah.
in the
them
bushes.
people.
Yeah.
And I don't like the fact that even though Uncle Viv gets on my nerves at times, but she's trying to move in the Uncle Viv spot.
Not Uncle Viv.
But I don't understand. You're her and that mustache. Yes, that's Uncle Viv.
I am not.
She is. I mean, she is really trying to move into Uncle Viv's spot. Now Uncle Viv,
Uncle Viv.
I mean, Uncle Viv right now is dealing with issues, and my heart goes out to her. Bless her and her family. But yeah, she's trying to move into Uncle Viv's spot.
I'm trying to figure out why is it that you guys are trying so hard to get the attention of a gay man. First of all, he don't have enough peen to satisfy nobody, and then
And he don't
secondly,
like
he don't
puss.
want you.
He don't like cat. He doesn't like cat.
Done.
He like pain. He likes pain.
And that peen that he got as heterosexual women, could you imagine being with him and he pull his pants down and that's what's in there?
Well, according to him, he's the top, but I ain't even want
He ain't
to
topping nobody
respond.
with that Vienna sausage.
I am not playing with it.
Oh my God, we are a mess. Okay, we going off.
Where's
I'm
these two
We got to
sorry.
get back to our video.
I am not. See that?
Who is he penetrating with that?
Talk about it, right? Vienna sausage. Oh my God. What is going on?
When he been down in that gym and it was a close up on his nether regions, what did you didn't see a print? And we know how women feel about gray sweatpants. He had on gray sweat shorts. I saw nothing.
Dre Day, I'm not being messy. What did I say messy? I ain't saying nothing messy today. I ain't saying
But you
nothing
up here
messy.
co-signing me. You just as bad. The accomplice is just as bad. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We can get back to our video. I just wanted to apologize. I am gonna try my best to never behave like that again.
I bet you will. That was something else yesterday. Okay, that's all good though. We expect that because I used to. I never cussed on here before, and somehow I started, and
And I don't even cuss much in my
never
real
thought
life.
ever coming on here and cussing because I don't do
You're
back and forth
right.
at
I don't
all.
even cuss in my real life, but baby, I am the queen. I grew up with 5 brothers, so I ignore very well. But baby, once she clicked that link and I saw her and remember how she lied, blatantly
You
lied,
went off.
with
You did.
confidence lied on me, I was done.
Well, at least she tried to apologize.
If that's what you consider an apology. And then I got screenshots of her in the chat still denying the lie.
At first, she said she didn't say anything about you. Then she said she may have gotten it wrong. So,
Right. And then she said it was an accident. Please, Miss Toby, Carrie, tell me how you accidentally lie. Please explain that to me.
I think Miss Toby can do that. Go ahead, Miss Toby.
I don't know. I don't know how you accidentally lied.
Because that's what she said. She said she didn't lie. It was an accident. No, or did she say she made a mistake? Either way, how do you mistakenly lie?
Well, she's a know-it-all. She's a know-it-all.
A
You know
know-it-all
she,
liar.
she has a troll page. I think it's named Catherine Powell Knows Everything.
Oh my
It's a
God! I
you know
Catherine
she
Powell
knows
know how to lie.
everything. It's a
Catherine
troll
Powell knows
page.
how to
Troll
lie.
page.
I think it is Captain Powell knows everything. I think that's the
Oh
name
my
of the troll
God.
page because it was in Jay Wilson's
Oh,
chat one day when Catherine was on the panel and she was getting upset because the troll was going back and forth with her.
And all she say is, and see, the thing is, see, the thing is, and see, the thing is, now the thing is, you a liar.
Yeah. That's what she said. She always said the thing is, and then she always said, well, in Philly, this is what they do in Philly. I don't give a fuck what they do in Philly.
Right. So what, they lie in Philly?
Child. Okay, Carrie. Okay.
We're done. And everybody who get us confused, look at these two dogs. How y'all getting them confused?
He's right here cracking up.
How y'all get these two babies confused? That Tiana is a girl, this a boy. And then he up in the camera, Tiana back a little bit. How y'all getting that confused?
T is on it today, girl.
I'm sorry. Go, proceed.
But that's okay, Mama D. You see, you got on Carrie. You ain't don't worry about it.
God fix it so that I
Carrie,
was able to
that's why
come
you
over
want to
here.
come back up here, Carrie.
That's the thing about it.
That's
Call
right.
him.
That's
He
right.
drop that link. That's the thing about it. He's
Okay,
the
guys,
call
I
him.
dropped the link in the chat.
Carrie,
Queen,
you need to
she's
see,
gonna drop
you need to
down.
see Carrie.
Nobody but G.
If at any time you want me to mute, just let me know. Okay, the audio sucks on this thing. It's loud. I sound awful. It's a lot going on the panel and everything. But let's keep going.
And I was so
I
thankful to
said
these young ladies.
Shelly wants to come back up and she needs a seat.
Okay, I'm
I'm
coming
so
down, y'all.
grateful.
I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna
Thank
drop
you,
down. Go back in
Tropical.
the chat.
Thank you, Tropical, for
Yeah,
seeing the light. Seeing
yeah,
the
you're
truth.
welcome, Mama D. I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand you. So I'm gonna go.
Because I could have been one of y'all mama, and he wrong for that.
Yeah, he's
Molly
wrong.
said, okay, so can I say one thing?
Okay, so
Yeah, yeah.
Tropical, thank you for coming up, Tropical. I appreciate you for
So
being
you finished
here.
chastising Mama D? That's why you still up here. You got more chastising to do, or you done?
Hold on one second, Queen Naima. So we have only 6 people can be up
Oh,
here.
she on mute
So
now.
I put the link in the chat, so whoever else wants to come up, you can, and then we'll keep revolving. Soul Sister, is there anything else you want to say?
Right.
I want to hear her cuss her king out. Go ahead, girl. Do your thing.
I thought we was gonna do that at the end. I wanted to know if Demetria Little then had a question for me because I know she know how to cuss.
Yeah,
too.
but
I'm dropping the link for the persons who want to come up. So the link is there. Tracy, do you want to say
I thought I
something?
saw Demetria up there. I know she know how to cuss
She was in
folks
the
out.
back, but there was
Oh, okay.
yeah. So Shelly had dropped down so she could
she
come
was
up.
just chastising you. Now she want to hear you curse him out. Girl.
No, Queen Naima, she was giving her opinion.
There's something important.
Yeah, I was open. I was open for everyone. Yes, yes, yes.
So,
I'm open.
there's a few people in the chat that I trust with as far as like information goes. And one of them is Molly. So Molly said that she said it wasn't alone until now when she got upset.
Molly is not. Molly, you're not in. Molly, you was not on the phone.
I did ask her if it was alone. Remember, I asked that a couple minutes ago when she just started to talk because I wanted to make sure it wasn't because she was upset while she was asking for her money. You understand?
But
Molly wasn't on the phone with me and Sir King though.
Molly said that it wasn't. She's been saying that it wasn't.
Molly, you don't sleep with me. You wasn't in the chair with me. You wasn't on the phone with me. And Molly, you wasn't. They have on my drawers, these my pajamas. You don't know what happened on that phone. I said what I said. He said, Mama D, my car is in the shop. My car is in the shop. Can you do me a favor? I said, don't make it too high because the holidays just passed. I'm getting my books together. I said, how much is it, son? He said, well, I was just going to ask you, could you loan me $250? I said, I thought you was going to say like 1,000. And that's what happened, Molly. You wasn't in the doggone bedroom with me, sitting in no chair when I'm talking to him on no phone. So you could cut that out. How in the hell somebody going to make a little small $250 loan? That would be stupid. I would ask for 1,000 if that's
only Sir King could have access to her bedroom.
Why is it that Molly still to this day is getting cussed out?
Molly's always getting cussed out. Shout out to Molly though. I don't mind Molly at all. Trust and believe.
But you see how her attitude is? You see how she got smart?
Right.
Mama D is, I think she's a messy old woman. And when I say old, I'm meaning that the bitch probably been messy all her motherfucking life when she was a young girl too. Can you imagine her when she was young? She probably was even messier.
Fiddling in everybody's business, baby. Yes, she referred to him as yes.
Yeah, she used to call him her son.
And that is why she felt obligated to take care of, his needs and stuff,
I mean, she would literally call him every time that she would go live. And I believe one night she kept calling and he was getting irritated.
She was sending money to her son. Hmm. And now she wanted the 250 from her son, and she gave him over $3,000. Okay.
Not T, I'm proud you cuss out ball hit call ball you cuss ball hit it out.
Don't get her started.
Oh my God. Let me tell you what I was gonna do. Now I know this is on topic, but God said no.
Okay.
God said no, Toby. What took me so long to hop on your panel yesterday, I was trying to get an avatar of George fucking Jefferson.
Oh my God, you are messy, Miss Toby. You are messy.
But I couldn't. I saved it, but for some reason it
Oh my
wouldn't. It
God.
wouldn't let me put the picture up.
God
But
said
God told
no.
me, no, don't be messy like that. That's what took me so long to hit the damn panel. I was looking for a fucking avatar picture of George Jefferson.
God said not on this good Sunday, okay?
Not today. Not today. That's what God told me yesterday. Not today. You're not doing that to that woman. Don't go. Don't get no picture of no George Jefferson. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
Is that you, Shelly? S. Hutchinson?
Yes, it's me. I saw Tracy
Okay.
was up here. I didn't necessarily have to come back, but I wanted to add another thing. Sir King did an intro, outro. I don't even know if he did an outro for somebody, right? And I had promised them or whatever that I wasn't, put them out there like that or whatever like that. I don't really.
And because of the nature of YouTube and this sector, I should say, I don't speak to anyone on that panel right now. Maybe if Goosey came back, he'll talk to me. I don't know if Queen Naima talks to me, but I'm not cool with nobody on that panel. Okay. The nature of the beef sector, the flip flopping, the fake people in the sector, I have met them. You hear me? The fake bitches in the sector, I have met them. They were over here for different reasons. You hear me? We're never genuine folks.
Mess with them no more. But anyway, my whole point in this is he is a scammer because he charged this person $150 to make a intro with pictures off of Google Images and put it together in a slideshow for like 4 seconds. Who does that?
Yeah.
But he's always running around trying to clock everybody else and what everybody else is doing, but he's not taking any accountability to what he's doing. And at the end of the day, even if this lady called his show 10,000 times, he knew what it was.
He used to ask me to call in. He asked me to call in when y'all wouldn't be around. But look, Shelly, here's what get me. Some of that $150 probably was my damn money he was paying them people with.
No, he took the $150 to do that intro, and it wasn't. It was a slideshow.
Oh, you mean somebody? Oh, somebody gave it to me. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, who? Nobody.
Tracy!
Oh Lord, Tracy, don't threaten to cut me. Tracy, don't threaten to kill me tonight because I'm already dead.
No, I'm just like, I'm kind of confused. I just woke up and I was like, what is going on here? I hear my name and I'm like, what? I have never. I don't even know if you have a basement. I was like, what basement? Now I have to show you. So he would get you to come for me all the time. I don't know what it was, but you was always coming for me. He would call me. So I never did nothing. I was like, who is this woman cussing me out? So of course I'm gonna cuss you out and talk about
But it was a lot. But it was a lot of people. Tracy, I didn't come for you mostly. It was Miss. I think it was Miss Gina. It was Missy. When I was about QB, I always came.
No, Shelly.
I cussed out Paul Stilly Boy and Duchess. I called him. I don't know what. It was a bunch of people I cussed out now. But I didn't cover you mostly that I did that Iron Babe and all them. But I did cuss a lot of folks out. But you was the least one. I never cussed you and Lady Nika out too much at all. Not to me.
But my question is, why were you doing that? Were you? Because I mean, we all didn't know where you came from, and all of a sudden it was like my son, and he would be calling you up. I need to get a hold of you. I need to get a hold of you. So now we find out he was getting a hold of you to cuss people out and to get your money. That's a shame.
Yeah, well, that's all right because, like I said, it was a beef sector, and I've got to pay for what I do wrong too. That's all.
So if you don't mind me asking, so how old are you?
Well, I'm almost 70, but I feel good and I don't look my age. I'll show you a picture of me.
That's a shame. But see, now it almost is elderly abuse because I mean I can't believe he's waking you up all hours of the night to call and cuss people out and all this other mess.
Sometimes I would be up. Tracy, sometimes I would be already up because I have an agency that I run that I have to keep up with, and sometimes I would be not no, but it was all for entertainment. I thought, and some things went a little far. I would agree with, but no,
what was the catalyst? What was the catalyst that caused you to all of a sudden come to the conclusion like, okay, I'm done? No, you said something about hermaphrodite, and then somebody said no, that wasn't true.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you asked. There was a young man that was trying to get on YouTube. I work for his, an agency. I have an agency, and his people who I used to work for helped me build this agency. So the young man is a mixed guy. He's a white guy, basically. I don't know. Sir King found out what color he was or whatever. He started insulting him. First he said, "Ooh, your name might be Awesome Ass." I thought that was a nice last week. I said, I wonder what this leading up to. All of a sudden, one night he told him, "Don't be rolling your eyes at me." Now this in the chat, and you make emojis. I said, "How the child rolling his eyes at him, and he can't even see his face." But anyway, he said, "Don't be rolling eyes at me. I don't know what you are, it, or he, she, or alien, or hermaphrodite." I said, "Oh no, I'm not." So that made me DM
Leave it to
Hey,
Malik to come
Carrie.
in my chat and say hey to Miss Toby only. Leave it to Malik. But just so you know, Malik, KK du jour was over here yesterday and he apologized for his behavior. So I'll pass that
Oh,
on to you.
hey, I wanted to say hi to Angie too because I thought that she said it, but I can't type in the chat. Look what
Okay.
Malik did. He got an avatar, George Jefferson.
He came to be messy. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It looked like she was more offended by the hermaphrodite thing than she was losing
Yes.
her money.
She
Yes.
sure
He
was.
was
She was
upset that
more
he
offended
called
by
her a
that.
boy. He called her a boy and he called her a hermaphrodite. And that upset her to her core.
More so than her money.
And that is why she wanted the 250 back.
And everybody knew that Mama D wasn't no boy. Cause I think she came on camera. Then she child, please. So yeah,
Good
I think
morning,
she was
Marie.
more upset about that.
Yeah, she was very upset. And she was also upset because he would not let her up on his link. He would not let her up so she could talk to him. And he was live. So while I was live right here, he was live also. So she just looked, whoever was live in the sector, she would just click their link and get her views out, her point across. So that's how that happened that night,
And also let's keep it a buck. Mama D loved the attention. I don't care what nobody says. You see how happy she was when Tracy got on the panel. Okay, Tracy gonna cuss me out. Go ahead and cuss me out. She loves the attention.
And she doesn't care about people who are genuine and nice to her. No, she's going to be around folks who treat her like shit because now I hear she's back over there. And I've never done anything to her. I don't see Mama D over my. Have you ever seen her in my chat? Do any of my 10 ever see Mama D over here?
I haven't. I
I
haven't.
Okay.
haven't. Am I
I have
part of the
never cussed
10?
her out. Of course you
Am I
are.
part of the 10, Curry?
Of course you are.
Oh
I
shoot, let
swear to
me
God.
ask, am I part of the
You know
10?
you're a part of my 10, okay? Shout out to my 10
Um,
people who support me. Shout out to the other 54 who are in here this morning. Shout out to the 65 people watching, though, okay? I'm
It's
just
65 people over here. Y'all don't never come play our games.
uh-uh. That's why I'll forever shout my 10 people out, okay?
They
Because they're
come get
here.
our tea over here, but y'all don't come play games with us.
Mm-mm. So they'll take bits and pieces of what happened and then do it in their own and make it their own content and stuff, like other folks. I'll just say that. But let me keep going. Okay.
I can't. Oh, I hate Malik. I can't stand Malik.
What
Oh
do you
my
got going
lord.
on down there? Let me go back because
I'm just looking at the
I
picture
switched
of
screens.
George Jefferson.
It's a messy Sunday, okay? So Miss Toby could not afford to be messy. Malik went and he got messy for her, okay? They're sharing the mess this morning, okay? Have a good day too, Connie. Big up yourself.
I miss Connie on the links.
Connie girl, I think she's busy because I don't see her around a lot, but she does drop in whenever she can. So I appreciate the support. Shout out to you, Connie girl.
But look, wait a minute. So looking at this live and stuff, I seen people that I ain't seen forever. Where the hell is Roger Davis at?
I have not seen
I
him
thought
in
about him too when she was playing. The guys, if I drop off, that just mean my mother's coming over for breakfast. So if I just drop off, that means she came in.
Okay.
Okay, girl, I already cooked breakfast. Got dressed, took the dogs out already. It's 9 o'clock. Girl, yeah. I'm like, where the hell is Roger Davis at?
I hope it's not what we're thinking. Because some folks,
No, he might have just, it's no longer the Rona. He might have just went back to life.
well,
Or he
that's
might be in the bushes. But remember how he used to always be, he used to be funny. Roger was funny. And I miss Goosey. I do. I miss Goosey.
I don't think Goosey's coming around because I remember before he stopped coming on because he used to do those late night lives and people would be up to what like people who do late night lives they do get a lot of support if you really notice. Because a lot of
Yeah.
people are up that time. There are some people
Because
who
a
are
lot of
working.
people, that's how Sir King was able to do it, especially during
Right.
Roma. Because a lot of people, I know I don't sleep all the way during the night. So if I
Right.
wake up and somebody's on, I'll just go downstairs and have it in my ear until sleep comes back.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't keep it up because this happened one night, one late night too. because I was just bored at night and I'm like, I can't do this and work. And I chose sleep and I stopped coming on here. But if I was consistent, I know I could keep up, but no, I chose me, I chose my health, and I chose sleep. Okay. So I stopped. Cole says, I'm always in your clouds. I've always been. Okay. Thank you for supporting, Cole.
Thank
Baby,
you for coming, Cole.
baby, let's keep
Yeah,
going.
and Gucci used to make us watch that
Oh, hold
trash
on.
TV shows.
Yeah, he got us hooked on those stupid thing. I'm like, I can't believe I'm watching this.
I'm so I'm watching this crap with him. I would never watch this crap any other time.
I miss Goosey though, but I remember before he left, he always talked about the fact that he'll be leaving, and he talked about the fact that he had a girl now. And the last two lives he did, he was saying, "I'm just here, I'm just here because I'm waiting for my girl." Like he's like, I don't got nothing to do. But he made it very clear that once he got in a relationship, he is serious about his relationship and he's not coming back. So a lot of people used to think he was gay, and I never for once thought he was. Okay, I never did. They used to call me male identified during that time because
No, I used to think that he was asexual.
oh, you did?
Yeah,
I
like
never
didn't
thought
really
that about
care.
her.
Like
Mm-mm.
didn't really care more or less if he had it or not. Cause wasn't he a virgin at that particular
He
time?
did
I
say
was
that.
just about to say that, Miss
He did say
Tobio. He said he was a virgin. He did.
So I
that.
always assumed like, oh, I think that you asexual. You don't even care.
I know people like people who are close to me who are just like Goosey. Like I even dated someone like that years ago, and he was just like talked like that. He just nerdy, very what they call it. What do they call it? He called it a word I can't remember. Nerdy and
I
stuff.
think a happy life is like that. He may come on here and talk, but he don't know what. Mm-mm.
I don't think Happy Life is anything like Goosey at all. Let's
You think-
let's
Yeah, I think Goosey. Yeah, I think Goosey is more outgoing than Happy Life. I think Happy Life is socially awkward.
I'm not gonna say it. Jesus, today's Sunday. Remind me to say it tomorrow when it's not Sunday, Carrie, because I can't say it today.
okay, Miss
But I mean,
Stacy.
Happy Life is adorable, but he's somewhat of a flip flopper too. He's a little fucking flip flopper. I've seen him flip flop on people.
Yeah, a lot of people say it. I tend to say that to him too because he just wants to be cool with everyone, and then I've seen instances of him cussing somebody out. Even on my panel, he did it the other night, and then he's cool with the person again. Sucking farts out their asses. But who am I? It just is what it is. Happy life flip flops. He goes with the wind. He says he loves you. He changes. He changes his avatar so often. You know why? But I think you should just focus on being yourself. Happy
A
life is
happy
good.
life makes me think of Andrew Caldwell
Oh
and
my god.
radio. Remember the
Girl,
movie
not
with
doing it. I'm not laughing.
Wow, girl, that is a
I hear
combination.
radio. And I
That's
was
You
a
like,
know Radio, the
combination.
movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. and a mix of
Yeah.
Andrew
okay.
Caldwell. That's what I think
Yeah,
of when I
but
see
I was
Happy
saying,
Life.
like, how
Oh
did you
my
come up with
god.
that?
I think I get it from my daddy too.
That's what I see when I see Happy Life. I see Radio and
Oh
I
my
see
god.
Andrew Caldwell.
Oh my
Well,
lord.
Coldwell says he's a pick me. Let me see. Yeah, leave him alone. Shantae, no, nah, steam up, girl. Left him alone. Okay, let me go back to this thing. Oh my, how long is this darn thing?
I say, Sir King, I think that was too much. I say, you don't call none of them men in there no hermaphrodite.
Yeah.
I say, suppose all the people call you peddlers and rapists, and I helped up for you and cuss them out, and you want to do this to that child. That's why we got into it.
Well,
Remember,
he don't like
you
you.
know you
Carl.
can't be rough. Teresa,
You
you know
can't.
you cannot disagree with Sir King.
No,
You
you
know
can't.
that.
I'm not, and I was never kissing his ass, so that's the whole thing. If
And
you kiss
that's
his
why
ass,
he
you get
turned
over.
on me. He turned on me because I disagreed with him. That's what we at.
Yeah.
That's what we are.
Mm,
That's it. That's all. That's what it is.
what a shame.
I don't, and you say, oh, ain't nothing wrong with calling nobody no hermaphrodite. Well, and if that's the case, ain't nothing wrong with calling you a pedo and a rapist then. No. You don't want to be called no perverted names. So why should you want someone else to be called one?
Oh,
So when did y'all have this conversation where y'all got into it like that?
There's been a few. He won't let it go. It's been just about 4 nights ago, and he don't want to let it go.
No, he'll keep bringing it up and throwing it up to you. If it bothered him, he won't let it go, and he would never let it go. He's the
So
type of person who keep bringing
on
stuff up.
saying things up in that chat about somebody going around looking like they're man, and they dropping comments all
Yeah,
about
he'll do that. And
he
Lemon
hates
is
Jay
just like,
Wilson.
if Lemon will take his side to the end, he don't give a damn if he's liked you. Lemon came against me. I didn't know nothing about Lemon. And he claimed he
Lemon
wasn't,
said,
but he was still picking and talking mess right with King. I don't know if he
Lemon,
drinking.
Lemon was picking at me tonight. I thought she was cool. Oh, I can't believe this, brushing, hyping it up with him. I said, listen, that nights I've been of all them, birthday presents I sent to different people in this chat, and now you won't make people turn against me because I don't like him calling that child a hermaphrodite. So he said, I'm a hermaphrodite, basically. But I want
Can I say
to tell.
something I know? Because if I can't say nothing, I'm gonna just I'm waiting my turn with everything. I don't know how patient y'all want me to be. I don't know what the fuck rules it is. Didn't make no rules. I came up the first time. I'm trying to follow the rules. Nobody else followed the rules. I left, came back. You didn't let me up. So I don't understand when I'm supposed to motherfucking talk. And yes, I do have something to add to the conversation. And I came up here talking about what was going on, but since I had to wait so goddamn long, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Queen, I even got like Mike for one moment.
Demetra, calm down and ask
Boy, shut the fuck up to me. Let me tell you something.
ask your question.
Boy, shut up.
Ask your question or shut up.
I had shit to ask about that conversation. I had to wait too goddamn long.
Talk.
Then I'm talking to chat and he's talking about me.
Talk.
So let me say something. Queen Naima, bitch, I don't know you like I didn't know you the other day. You seem to know more about me than I know about you. And guess what? You said something first to me. And guess what? It's fuck you, fuck me, okay.
Oh my God.
I had something to add to the conversation. But apparently, when I try to sit here and be diplomatic, wait my turn, nobody called for me to have a turn. And that's what I do. Let me say something. So guess what? I came up here to say something, do something different. But guess what? I'm gonna give y'all what you always like. Gary, girl, I'm gonna support your channel. I like your game night. I'm gonna send a check. But apparently, now I ain't with the dumb shit. As soon as I come up here, you start making rules and shit. Them hoes been on here for fucking 1,500 hours. I come up, you tell me, you tell everybody, make rules
cussing me out
now, and then put me third, and then after the second motherfucker, another motherfucker.
Demetra.
Now, let me tell y'all something. Anybody got play nice with me? And guess what? I'm genuine with my shit. Let me tell you something. Let me get off where I came up here to add to the motherfucking conversation before I cuss you hoes out.
Can you hear me, guys?
I know. Let me add my piece to the conversation, please. I just want to tell goddamn that old lady. Mama D.
Who's this in the back?
Mama D, you know that motherfucker about shit because you love that nigga. Everything that you said, you different nigga, you did because you want to. I would play my every abuse because I think you take advantage of you, but I don't think you're slow. I don't think you're feeble. I don't think you're stupid. And I think once you get back in your ear and you didn't talk your shit now, you're gonna be right back the fuck over there with your son.
Oh no, I'm not. Oh no, the hell I'm not. Oh no, the hell.
Demetra spoke truth right here. Isn't she back over there?
She called it.
She sure did. Demetra cussed me out though. Because she came up first. She came up, she dropped down, she's back up. So she wasn't able to say what she wanted to say. Good morning to everybody coming in. So she said she was not going back. Is that what we just heard a while ago? Okay. All right.
But when hell freeze over, oh no, the hell I'm not, baby. You don't know me. No, baby. Not like this. No, not like this ever happened to me before. No.
You're a young birthday man. You do know that, right?
Demetrius, I have a real son, and my son is not no motherfucker to play with, okay? And before I go over there, I would have to get into a fight with my real son, okay? And that's not gonna happen.
Carrie, that's cool too. You want to post that shit and leave it up there, and I'm in the comments, in the conversation. You just drop my shit down. Carrie,
girl, I'm doing all this
your game night. Apparently, let me tell you something. But you ain't different with me when other people around and what you did when I came around first.
Don't do that. Ain't no problem. I'm in the background doing other stuff. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Ain't no problem, girl. Ain't no problem.
I want to personally apologize to my Teresa Kate because I didn't get a chance to give her a proper apology. Do you mind, Demetra, do you mind me telling Tracy her story?
I don't mind. She did my show. As a matter of fact, I said everything I had to say. I didn't get to say.
Demetra saw the comment on the screen and she thought I put it up on there, for her because I think maybe she and Queen Naima weren't cool, I think, during that time. But for real, that was not what I intended to do. Sometimes you got a lot going on in the back. Trust and believe. Okay? All right. Uh-oh. Shit. Oh my God. I think I went too far. I don't know where to find it.
Basically. I don't know, Sir King found out what color he was or whatever. He started insulting him. First he said, "Ooh, your name might be Awesome Ass." I thought that was a nice last week. I said, I wonder what this leading up to. All of a sudden, one night he told him, "Don't be rolling your eyes at me." Now this in the chat and you make emojis. I said, yeah, the child rolling his eyes at him and he can't even see his face. Well, anyway, he said, "Don't be rolling my eyes at me. I don't know what you are, it, or he, she, or alien, or hermaphrodite." I said, "Oh no, I'm not." So that made me DM him and say, "Sir King, I think that was too much."
If she say hermaphrodite one more time.
I say, suppose all the people call you pedos and rapists, and I helped up for you and cuss them out, and you want to do this to that child. That's why we got into it.
Accidentally.
Well, you don't like
you can't be wrong. Teresa, you know you cannot disagree with Sir King.
No, you can't. I'm not, and I was never kissing his ass, so that's the whole thing.
Nobody called for me to have a turn.
Oh no. And because
they got more goddamn commitment to that young man's family who supported you to do your goddamn business, and that was the
right. It's not no motherfucker to play with, okay? And before I go over there, I would have to get into a fight with my real son, okay? And that's not gonna happen.
Carrie, and that's cool too. You want to post that shit and leave it up there, and I'm in the comments, in the conversation. You just drop my shit down. Carrie,
girl, I am doing all this
your game night. Apparently, let me tell you something. But you ain't different with me when other people around and what you did when I came around first.
Don't do that.
Ain't no problem.
I'm actually in the background doing other stuff. Hold on, I'll be right
back. Ain't no problem, girl. Ain't no problem.
I want to personally apologize to Tracy K because I didn't get a chance to give a proper apology. Do you mind, Demetria, do you mind me telling Tracy her story?
I don't mind. She did it in my show. As a matter of fact, I said everything I had to say. I didn't get to say the things I want to say, Mama D, and really tell you and encourage you because you've been a good supporter to that nigga. Period. And when he did his so you're saying that you know goddamn hermaphrodite, don't nobody think you know man, don't nobody think you know young boy, and you definitely got more goddamn commitment to that young man's family who supported you to do your goddamn business. And that was the straw that broke the camel back. Because guess what? I might like you, bitch, but I know his family. You know what I'm saying? That's what I heard.
Yeah, I understand.
So, anywho, I don't got nothing to add to the conversation. I'm bringing into the conversation, and I'm going to go back in the chat. And let me tell y'all something. All y'all fuckers in the chat, I don't like all y'all dumb motherfuckers too. So, guess what?
Oh my God. I'm not feeling too bad right now.
Guys, I am having a little issue in the back here because like some stuff they're freezing up and stuff. So I'll be in and out.
No. I thought you were having fun. I wanted you to have fun with me tonight. Yeah, have fun.
So I'll be back.
My audio is always low.
Let me put Shelly up first.
Hey, Tracy.
It doesn't
hey, Goosey.
Hey,
Shells.
But Goosey, you remember when Goosey, can I ask Goosey something? I want to ask Goosey something. Goosey, do you remember when you used to come over by Sir King and Lady Duffers would come up there and you would kind of let them know, that's not really, you shouldn't really be here. And I used to be over there. And I used to say, I want to talk to Lady Duffers. You say, you're not going to cuss her out. I said, oh, no. And because I like her, the way she drink and have fun. But I don't know what went wrong over there with her, but I really enjoyed her,
That wasn't her friend. She thought they were her friend.
No, I thought Lemon would have been our friend too, but hell, they all turned on her. Did you hear what they did? Jesus take the wheel last week?
Oh, I can't stand her.
Lemon, Tracy, Lemon cussed that poor lady out like a dog. You didn't hear about that?
I don't know, but I know that she would come up there with that damn music ruining people's videos. And I'm like, you cannot be doing that. Like, she would be like, I got a song for you. I'm like, go back to club chat. What is your problem?
Ooh, that lady got cussed out. They dog walked that lady last week. I didn't even click, turn in. I just looked from the television. I couldn't deal with it. Oh, my God.
Momma D, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Did you guys specifically say, was there an agreement that it was a loan, or did he just ask for a favor?
Listen to me, darling. Listen to me. I'm going to say I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make like I'm sitting in the chair right now with my.
You see this question on the screen? Dre Day asks, does Lemon have a Momma D type in his cam? Just a question. Does anybody
Yes,
know
he has several. He has several.
I mean, I don't really think that he has a Momma D type because I don't think any of them giving him money like that. Is any of them giving him money like that?
Unless they're a silent supporter.
Minus the money. But we didn't know she was giving him money like that, if I can remember. I think we knew.
If that's the case, would Lolo be Momma D?
Nah. Well, I don't know.
Well, at one particular time, would corns and beans, whatever her name is, cornbread, would she be a Momma D? Because she did used to fight for him, didn't she?
Oh, well, if you look at it that way.
I think he has several.
Because you're going to have those who are there financially and those who are there to support, like to fight for him.
Is Sour Patch your Momma D?
Baby. Without the financial part, probably.
Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Did y'all hear them over there at ODS? And he talking about he would get her pregnant?
Get who pregnant?
He would get Sour Patch pregnant.
What?
Who would get Sour Patch pregnant?
ODS? What?
No, Lemon.
Ooh. Wait a minute.
But I thought he didn't like old women as much as he always talk about, a whole bunch of old bitches over here.
What is going on there in the Discord?
And Annie Wilkes took her chance any chance she can to be anywhere close to him and talk to him.
Who?
Annie Wilkes.
that?
Krista. Remember the movie Misery? That lady
Oh,
name was
okay.
Annie Wilkes.
Okay.
So does he not like older women?
The question is, does he like women, period?
Oh, I'm on mute.
We are. Hey, did you see what you did to us? We are messy. As
I am
soon
on
as we hit
mute
this
back
link, we
here.
become messy.
And I am on mute back here. I don't know what's going on when it comes to that, but I don't know if he has. Maybe he has several Mama D's. Some of them do different things. Some of them may be there for him financially, and then the others may be there to just
What?
represent
Emotionally?
emotionally, or something. I don't know. Fight for him. Be there, support. So
Well,
I
he
don't
don't
know.
have emotional support outside of this YouTube app. You know what was really funny? Because I'm a nosy ass bitch. I was in the book. I seen a replay when he made Lolo cry. Yeah, I think he did make Lolo cry. But he had said something. He said, "I don't really have friends like that." And Lolo, you're one of my, you're my friend. You're one of my friends. What you
Oh,
mean? What you mean you don't have friends like that? Why don't you? I don't know. It's just weird for me
he
for a
probably
30
doesn't go
something.
out a lot. Pastor
But
James,
that's
know
weird.
him.
That's weird to me. It's weird to me for a 30-something-year-old single man that sits online all damn
He,
day.
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You don't go out with your homeboys. You don't go to the club. You don't do nothing.
And I want to say, because I've heard him say this maybe when he just started off his channel, like he said, like this is one of the reasons why his brother passed. Like, so I'm thinking that's why he doesn't go out a lot, like be in groups with people and stuff because of what happened to his brother. I'm thinking I may be wrong, but the whole thing with his friends and how he went out and how he died. I'm thinking that maybe that's one of the reasons why he doesn't go out a lot too. I don't know. I'm just assuming. But young
Could it
folks,
be that, or could it be his drinking problem?
ooh, you got a good point right there. You
Because
got a
I
good
told
point.
him yesterday when TG hit his link, I said, Lemon, please, we can only take one drunk per night, and that's you.
Oh my God.
Oh my! He didn't cuss you out, girl.
Y'all
Oh,
are
he laughed.
I love me some tea. I'm not
But
laughing.
the thing that concerns me is, you have women over there that say they care for him. They really, really act like they care for him. How could you really, really care for him? And this man comes online every day drinking. That's not healthy. And y'all feed into the bullshit.
You know what? A lot of the other junks on here, they get chastised more than Lemon does. Do you realize that? And I'm junks loosely. Like other people who drink, like let's say we love, let's say it's PG or an L. Yeah, I'm confused. I think it's LG. Who else drinks a lot on here? Which other female
Rico,
drinks?
they drag
Rico.
Rico for being a quote unquote drunk,
That
but
was
they don't be
I'm
weird.
done
dragging
with
women like
Rico.
that.
Did y'all see that video of how he
David.
abused that
Yes,
dog?
yes, he
Yes.
abused that
Do you
dog.
know I went to bed thinking about it? I woke up thinking about it. I went back to the channel to see if it was still up. It's still up, and he still doesn't care. He doesn't care. I saw a post. I think it was Caius. Go to his community wall. He reached out to some authorities. So I don't know. I think they also said he needs to contact the police. So I don't know which direction it's gonna go. But he does not see that what
Lemon
he did
cussed him
was
the fuck
wrong.
out. Lemon cussed him out, and rightfully so. Lemon cussed him the fuck out, and he talking about he didn't abuse that dog. Let me tell you something. It's in my opinion, because I'm an animal lover, y'all. It's an honor for me to have my animals and take care of my animals. They are, you know what I'm saying? They
I
are
feel the
innocent.
same way. I feel the
It,
same way.
it is an honor. It's an honor for me to take care and love on my animals like that. How could you? And that poor dog looked like he was scared. He was scared to death.
You see how he was flinching, and that's a puppy, and he's a puppy who he got from a shelter. It's Miss Toby. You've trained dogs. It takes time. It takes patience.
You have to be
There-
patient with them.
You
You
have to
have
be
to be patient.
patient.
You have to be
It is just
patient. Yeah.
disheartening. I'm not gonna lie, it really
He
is.
doesn't need any animals. You see what he did to that cat, and the cat ran the fuck away.
Baby,
And do not forget,
Bella didn't give a damn. Bella said remember, Bella didn't stop. She didn't look both ways. She darted out into that. Bella was like, look, I'd rather get hit by a car than to be living with you. Bella got up out of there. Snow Bella.
And
I need to
he
find
punched
that
Bella.
video. I think I
He punched
screenshot
Bella
it.
in the face. He
And
punched Bella in the face.
but Snow Bella, she gave him the foo fops too, and then she was out of there.
So hopefully, I don't know, maybe, one day if he opened up the door, the dog will just run out the door and
But
don't come
see, the
back.
thing about it is, even if somebody else gets that dog, he's setting up aggression and anger in a dog. That's hard to get out of them.
Like Tiana, let me tell you one reason why
Toby, I don't think that dog is ever going to get to run away because the collar is so tight. The leash he has on him is so
Yeah,
tight.
it
I
is.
saw
It's
so
too
bad
tight on
on
his
his
neck.
neck yesterday. Yeah, it is too close to his neck, really close. It has to be uncomfortable. And there's no way the dog can take it off. He has to just take it,
I don't
It
even
has to
have
be
collars on my
uncomfortable.
dog. They wear vests because I don't like that tightness around their neck.
Just imagine something around your neck, every day, how that has to feel uncomfortable. It's got to feel uncomfortable for the dog too.
I have collars, but they're loose on them. I make sure that it's loose, and I have collars on them, and they
If you can't fit 3 fingers between their neck and their collar, it's too tight.
Yeah, I could fit 3 fingers, and they have collars with their it's like bling out collars with their names on it. So and I mean, I took Tiana in because the woman had like five dogs in the home, and Tiana was getting bullied by the dogs, and they wouldn't let Tiana eat. So when I took her in, I could never imagine abusing her like that. Now she's spoiled to death. She don't need nothing. She don't want for nothing. I couldn't imagine. I love my fur babies. No way in hell I would yell at them like that and beat them like that. I mean, I could have beat Charm's ass when Charm ate my fucking glasses and ate my cell phone. Are you kidding?
Your phone, like, and that phone. Yeah, just imagine.
I just said, why did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Why did you do that?
Dang, I can't. It was really hard for me to see that.
It was hard for me to see. I had to stop looking at the video.
And he was yanking him before that, because when he was because when I went back through the video, he was already yanking him while they were walking towards the park. He was cussing at him and yanking the collar the whole time, the leash the whole time.
Just like some people shouldn't. Just like some people shouldn't have kids. Yeah. Some people shouldn't own animals because it's a lot of responsibility and you have to be patient with them. You really did.
And please do not forget, because everybody remembers Snow Bella. Do not forget he had another dog. I just cannot remember the name of the dog.
Oh, he had a cat too. The cat.
He had the Snow Bella was the cat, but he had a dog too. Some people remember. I remember. I was talking about it yesterday. I seen it on Duchess's when he used to go live a lot. He had a dog that was in the house. He had to return that dog. The dog always had snot and stuff coming from his nose, and he looked sick.
I remember,
yeah. So I'm saying it's not just cat.
And then you have to take care of the dog. You have to take the dog. They have to go to the vet every year. You have to keep up with their shots. You have to, you have to groom them. Because I groom my animals every 4 to 6 weeks.
He had to return the dog. I remember. He had to. He couldn't take care of the dog.
Yeah.
And whenever the dog needed treatment, he couldn't go, oh my God.
Yeah. Because someone in his comments told him, you don't need a dog. Won't you just get a fish? Get some fish.
Get yourself a fish or a hamster. Oh my God. Get a fish so you can just put a few flakes, of food in that thing and you're good. Fish feed, you don't have to buy a lot. You may have
Drake. I don't
about it.
I don't watch Rico like that. I just, something happens in the sector. That's how I found out. So I don't know if he
has a cold every day. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I don't. He really definitely doesn't need an animal.
No, he doesn't.
That poor baby. But eventually, you know how these people are in the streets. People won't call up on him.
I'm just waiting patiently before these people dox the dog.
I'm waiting too, because they'll dox anything in this sector. You hear me? They've doxed the first dog before that he had that he
They
returned. So
sure did. That's the
they
first
doxed
dog
that first dog. They
because they
could
had the
tell where he
picture of
came from and
the
everything.
shelter. Yeah, they had a
Oh
picture
yeah.
of the shelter, whatever that the dog came from. Yeah, some people just shouldn't be animal owners. You know, you have to have patience with them,
And because
especially
you
when
know,
you just get
look,
them.
my husband, he never wanted pets, but you should see him now. When I'm not home, I have walked in on him feeding them off a spoon. I have walked in on him giving them extra treats. So it's sometimes it just takes time.
Not him sneaking the spoon.
Yeah, he literally was bending down, feeding them off the spoon. I have gone downstairs in the family room. They sitting on his lap. I said, "Oh, you don't like them, huh?"
Huh, right. They
Oh,
always come around, girl. They come.
Yes.
Cole says my dog chewed a hole through my bedroom door and my second bedroom door, ate up the carpet in my living room. The most I did was yell a couple of times, but I was too busy crying to do anything else. Oh, you didn't smack it
Because
in the head,
owning
did
a
you?
pet sometimes you know how many pairs of shoes I done lost when I first got puppies? Cause they just want to chew. And my dogs have all kind of toys and chew toys and everything in the world, but they still find something else they're not supposed to chew on to chew on.
And what makes it even worse, these motherfuckers wouldn't even chew on the cheapest shoe. They chew on the shoe
Chew
that
on a good shoe.
Good
Yes.
life.
Yes.
Girl, I remember one time, God rest my dog sold chips. My dog's chips, God rest his soul. Girl, I had bought some these badass boots. Remember Nine West store that used to sell shoes and stuff, Nine West. But
I
anyway,
remember Nine West.
girl, I had bought
I
these
used to
boots,
wear
like
night wear.
Mary J. Blige boots, boots that like some badass boots. Girl, I only wore them boots one fucking time. I came home one night from the club. She chewed them motherfucking boots up. I only wore them boots one time.
Yep. So you really have to be patient to just be a pet owner. It's just going to happen. And that dog was literally doing nothing. So if you're beating him for just sitting there
Nothing.
being a dog, imagine if he really do something.
And you did that on camera, so I can't imagine what you do when you're not on camera.
It reminds me of a person on here who has a human baby.
I'm
Girl,
sorry, I was behind here fixing something. Let me go back. We're gonna go back to this thing real quick. You can always tell
okay.
me when to stop. And I don't have to play the whole thing. I just wanted to, for people to get the gist of it, okay?
I'm glad
Yeah,
you
I'm around
brought
when
this
it's up,
memory
okay?
back, Carrie.
Because one thing
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm glad you dug this memory back up because I wanted to hear this.
Baby.
about Mama D, I do not have autism. I'm not senile. Wait. I'm not senile. I'm not an alcoholic. I drink occasionally because I have my own bar in my home. Listen to me good. I didn't even have a glass of water in front of me when he called. Okay. He said, Mama D. I said, yes, son. He said, I need a favor. Well, first he was on the show. He said, lady, something. Who that lady is? The lady, what the lady is, you can come over there. And Mama D get in touch with me. What the white lady name is? Used to come over here. Lady Jasmine and Mama D. I need y'all to get in touch with me after the show. That was a word. Well, of course, I was waiting to see what in the world was going on. The child called me and told me these words. He said, Mama D, I'll call you. I need a favor. I said, oh, Lord, I just gave you a Christmas present, and I'm trying to do the books now because it was, right after Christmas. And he said these words to me. He said, my car, I thought I could keep my rental car another week, but I can't. He said, I need $250. And he said, sometimes the way he hit his car in the garage and messed up the top or something. Oh, no, I don't know. I wasn't there. And I said, well, I said, I thought you were going to ask me for $1,000. I said, well, okay. I said, I'll talk to him a little bit about other things. And then I said, well, let me get off the phone and get the secretary to send it to you right now. Now, these were my words. Now, tell me if it sounds like a loan. I said, quit worrying your nerves. I didn't even know you were suffering like that. Quit worrying your nerves and take your time. Now, maybe he took it as that wasn't a loan, but I took it as a loan. What do you think?
What I'll tell you is this. What he said, I went and I listened to the video, right? I sped it up and I listened to it. So, as far as that goes, he says that it wasn't a loan, and he says it's at 1 hour and 47 minutes. He said it wasn't a loan, and that he was just asking you for a favor. So, could it be that this is a whole misunderstanding? Let me ask you something else too. Let me ask you something else. Have you ever brought up the 250 after that.
The 250. I said, let me get off the phone right now, child, and send it to you so I could go back and do what I'm doing. I was
get that
doing.
completely. But
Wait, are we
have you
speaking
ever
a
asked
different
for it?
language? Because isn't favor and loan the same thing? If I
And
say
why would I lie about? Why would I lie about
If I haven't
$250
asked for
million?
it, if it's some money, I'll just give it to them, to be honest.
No.
Nobody's
If I
just
say
giving
no,
money.
hold on. If I say
Nobody
Tracy,
is giving money.
hold on, Goosey.
Well-
If I say Tracy, my lights are about to get cut off. You think you can help me out with $100? Because my light, to me, that means loan. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean have. That's
Nobody's just
favor.
giving money
That's
like that.
not give. That's a
Tracy,
loan.
you remember I gave him $350 for Christmas, and he said, "Oh, Tracy, you ain't getting none of this $350." You remember that?
No, I don't really, because I wasn't watching him like that. Because I would just peep it every now and then.
Well,
Mama D.
I got two people in the back. I got Ronnie Q. I got Mrs. Daisy. I got three people. I got Roger. I got
Goosey don't
Ronnie Q.
understand.
Let me drop
Goosey
down,
don't-
Carrie.
Hold on, don't get Shelly, because I'm having a little.
But there's only 5 people. One more person can come up, right?
So,
But what Goosey, what you not understanding? But Goosey not understanding. All the other money that I gave him, I got in touch with him and gave it to him. Okay,
But
so you got in touch with me.
Hold on, Mama D. Have you mentioned the 250 since the day you sent it to him?
He said he needed time, Goosey. Don't you see the boy be begging all the time when he on the show? He always begging, cash out, Sir King. I figure he ain't had it yet. I got mad tonight because he called me 3 boys, and that's why I said give it back.
Mama D, are you still in? Are you in the DMV area, or is that just your son lives in the DC area?
I'm in Houston.
Oh, you're in Houston. Okay.
My son worked for the government.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So did you give him? You said you gave him a total of $3,000.
I mean, no. I mean, you have to add all of them different things up, child. I mean, some of the stuff was trip to the stars and different things. Or cook, like you said.
Yeah. So what problems does he actually have with his knees and legs? Because we've seen already, and I'm just like, ugh. Have you FaceTime with him?
He said he's playing basketball now, and I don't know. God, I'm about to call him a big black fat motherfucker before I get off the show. But anyway, whatever going on with him, he can wear a wheelchair. I don't care.
So was you the one that bought him the big pants that look like drapes? Remember them shorts that he said he was going to be using or whatever to play basketball, I guess? Remember he put that on his list?
Tracy, you know when you give people money, they buy what they want. So I could have bought them. I don't know. I might have bought him a black dress. I don't know.
Oh, child.
So he got a black dress with some silver shoes, but I don't know if he can fit. But he always talking about Philly bar.
Can you guys hear me?
Let me hop down so you can let your people come up here. Okay, I'll come back when they're done.
We got Roger in the back. We have Ronnie Q in the back, and we have Miss Daisy in the back.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what Roger goes.
You should have 10. You should be able to get 10 people. Is it because you're new, babe? Is that why?
It's because it's the free one.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I can only do 6 at a time. So let me see. So I have Mrs. Daisy still in the back. Is Ronnie Q here? Are you here, Ronnie?
I'm here.
Good.
Hey, Ronnie Q.
Hi, Tracy. Hi, Carrie.
Hey, and Miss Daisy. Let me hear from Roger first, so we can put Miss Daisy on after.
Okay.
Hey, Ronnie Q.
How you doing?
Roger.
All right.
Hey, Roger.
How y'all doing? I was in the live tonight when all this happened. I'm sorry that this happened to you. But my question is, do y'all think that y'all can work this out? Because it seems kind of, you're not upset about the money. You're upset about the way he talked to you.
Roger, you done been through it with him, and you know doggone well there's only so much you can take.
I do. And I also, I messaged him today about something else other than, all the time that y'all were going through this, I was messaging him about something else, and I was unaware that all this was going on. And I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Yeah, honey, at my age, you don't have much time to be thinking about whether you're going back or not. I'm not going back over there.
Oh, well, also, okay, this is unrelated to this issue, but I would just like to admit publicly that I have been the troll, pray tell. However,
poor Roger. Roger, I thought you and Sir King had fell out. What was you doing back over there? Or calling him?
What were you doing over there, Roger?
I was letting him know what was going on with this whole pray tell situation, and that there's a lot of stuff going on with that. So if y'all see that troll, it's not me.
So why is I named after you? That's the thing.
I don't want to discuss that. Tracy, don't say nothing about that.
Really? Okay.
He don't need that on him.
We can never discuss it, or what? Because I'm like, what? They thought y'all were good.
I don't want to say anything about that publicly because
that's the last thing he needs.
Yeah, I just don't want to say anything about that publicly.
You need to lay low for like been talking about.
I thought there were two. Okay, go ahead. This Roger thing and pray tell thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, that troll is not me, and I don't want people to be associating me with that. So that's just for the record, as if that's not me.
So block every pray tell I see, even the higher case one?
Yeah.
Okay, how about you type in the chat the type of pray tell we should see? Go in the back chat.
You're not gonna. I'm not doing that. It's not me.
None of them.
None of them.
Okay.
But I do have something to tell Ronnie Q though.
But I hope y'all work all that out.
Thank you so much.
I hope we don't. Thank you, Roger.
Okay, so we have someone else in the back. So Ronnie Q is going to go next, but there's a Miss Daisy here. So we're going to see what's going on. Hey, Miss Daisy.
Hey, baby. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm blessed. Just here listening to the word. How y'all doing today?
I'm doing good.
You see how she's loving all this attention?
Oh yeah, she did. She did.
She's an attention whore.
Sure is. You'd have
She's
thought she
loving.
was in distress, but in the moment of her distress, she was loving the attention. She was loving the fact that she
It.
talked to
Oh, I
everyone.
can't wait to hear.
She,
I can't wait to hear what
ooh,
Ronnie Q got to say. She just loving
yep,
this attention.
yep. So she's now able to talk to other people in the sector, other content creators and stuff. So yeah, she was loving the moment. She loved it even more when she went over there to Jay Wilson. Okay.
Child.
Then after that, remember she started to click a lot of links to talk about it. She started to go to different panels. So it started here. She went to Jay Wilson, and after that, every time somebody mentioned the whole topic of the Sir King thing, she would be right on their panel. She'd be clicking the links. And this day, she did not know how to click the link to come up on my link, but she never had no problems after. It was crazy.
Child. Well, I'm about to step down. Very Curry.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me up.
Do you know that?
Sorry, I had fun.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Must have got angry with the young man one night and called.
Thank you for coming up, Miss Toby and T. Daniel, who had to drop down. I appreciate you for coming up and spending your time with me. It is a Sunday, and we're going back down memory lane. Okay. I think I accidentally moved this thing a while ago. I got to find where Roger came up. We're almost done. Okay. We're almost done. I think this is where I stopped. I think so. Hold on. I keep accidentally pulling the thing off. Here we go.
I can't even run fast enough to steal nothing.
Girl, I needed that $5 for a rock. Now I'm gonna get my rock.
Oh, I caught the accent. The accent is somebody that we know.
Look,
Oh my God.
look, you got me scared to cash out anybody now.
Baby, you better cash out me my motherfucking money, honey.
Oh my
All
God.
right, I'll give it to the right person to give to you.
No, baby, I want it for you, honey.
Baby.
I'm gonna give it. Make sure Shelly gives you $5.
Okay, I'm gonna need $5 from everybody, okay? Because I'm really trying to get high tonight.
Just
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it to you tonight, though.
Mrs. Daisy, aren't you a content creator?
Hey, Tracy,
Give me a
how you
content
doing, honey?
creator.
See, I know I recognize that
I
voice.
know his voice.
Did you take a bath?
Did
I
you?
know his voice.
I ain't
hear
bathed
your
in 5
words
days,
and your
baby.
inflection.
I don't
I
even
believe
wash my
you,
pussy no
honey.
more. I don't even wash my pussy no
And
more.
You sure you got one? You got a bussy or you got the other one?
I got both, baby.
I know it was come down. It's come down. It's come
I
down.
got
And
both
that's the
of them,
main
honey.
reason why I have this
Got these
channel.
boys, got these boys in here.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop my babe.
I'm gonna be giving all my money to.
I'll call y'all later.
I'm gonna be giving all my money to Carrie and Shelly from now
Well,
on.
I already kicked him down, so there goes that. So I keep my word when I
Did she say she was going to give money to me and Shelly?
But he's not going to come up here
Shelly and I.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, baby.
Come back, girl.
Thank you for accepting my apology, Tracy.
Wait, did she say she was going to start giving? Let me look at my Cash App. I don't see my Cash App. What is what she said about her Cash App? Maybe I missed it. Maybe I don't remember. But I did hear she said it a while ago. Who she be giving her money to as of now, and not the males. But I can't. I don't know. I don't see nothing. I'm just saying.
Tracy, you know I'm not keeping him up here, so come back. Okay.
That's
not
him.
him.
Oh my God.
Believe I was.
It sounded just like him.
Oh
He's
my
crazy.
God.
But I knew that was what was coming.
Is
That's why I
that
went
me
purposefully.
asking
I was
Alex
hearing
to
about
come
trying to
back?
find
Oh my
something to put on
God.
the screen.
Oh my God. Mm-mm.
So that's why I did that. Okay,
Yeah.
so Ronnie Q. Hey, Ronnie Q.
Hello, Carrie. Congratulations on your channel.
Why,
Hello,
thank
DC.
you.
Mama D, you had something you wanted to say to me?
Yeah, darling. I wanted to tell you those times when I would be in the chat and they would say, try to get you out of there. I say, no, let us stay, let us stay. It was because I know you have, when you get on the panel, you add so much knowledge and wisdom to the things that are being discussed. And you were a real asset to the Avatar Nation. That's what I wanted to tell you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mama D.
You're welcome.
Oh, okay. I want to just clarify some things because some things I wasn't clear on when you first spoke on the situation and I think that's why the chat is like both ways on what you were saying because when you initially came on, you said that you had loaned him thousands of dollars and then let me finish. And you said that the $250 was the only time that you had asked for money back, and you never.
No, I want her to replay that back.
Yeah,
I said no.
Lady Dimples, is that you?
And that's why.
I didn't say alone.
Hold on, Mama D. Hold on, Lady Dimples, say something again.
It's me, Carrie. How are you? Can I just say something real quick?
No, because you can't because I'm in the middle of talking, and you're gonna have to have some etiquette. No, you can't just come in and start talking. That's not how it works. You're gonna have some etiquette. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, yeah, you do what you need to do, but you're not gonna come in and start talking over me.
Hold on, I'm
bitch.
Don't start that yet. Don't start cussing, guys. We want to hear what's going on. So, Ronnie Q and Lady Dimples, it will be fine. You guys don't have a curse.
Wait, that's what's fighting?
Ronnie Q, go ahead
Yes.
and ask your question, and Mama D
but-
was answering you, and then once we're done,
Mama
Lady
D,
Dimples will come
Mama
in.
D, let me just kind of like say how I heard it, and then you can answer. I'm not trying to, put you on the spot or anything, but how I heard it, you came in and it sounded like you gave him a lot of money for a lot of different things, and then you said yes, and then you said the $250 was the only time that
only
you.
loan.
Well, wait a minute, Mama D, please. And it seemed like the $250 was the only time that you asked for the money back, and it seems like that the other times, and you said all the other time he asked for money. So
no. I said at the end of the show, he would ask people, "Can you please cash?" You know, you have the little dollar sign, Sir King Crown.
Yeah.
Send a gesture. Yeah, that's how I was thinking, like everybody else, a gesture. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it seemed like when you were sending money, it was
It
more
was voluntary. Yeah, voluntary.
Yeah, that's why it seemed like it was a personal ask. Like the $250 was a personal.
Oh, I got mad tonight. Yeah, I got mad tonight.
Okay.
I was going
So
to
the only time he personally asked you for money is the $250. See, that's why I was lost.
And he called me at home. Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Now, what was the repayment schedule? And see, because I'm kind of with Goosey on this, because it does, and yeah, I do speak English. And when somebody asks me for a favor, that seems to me to mean like I'm doing something out of the goodness of my heart. That does not seem to me to be a loan. When somebody says, can I have a loan, or when I'm asking for a loan, I have a set period of time of when I'm going to pay that back. See, a favor is a gesture of goodness. That's not a loan.
But when he said, "I'm going to give it back to you," that is a loan.
But you never said that in all the times you repeated that story. That is something that you never said.
Well, you don't have to believe me. I'm telling you that he said he would give it back. I only asked for it back because I got angry. But basically,
hold on.
I was not going to ask for it back.
Hold on. See, but this is my point. You when Goosey asked you, you said, "Let me repeat it," and you told the story. And then when Goosey just asked you, you repeated the story 1,000 times. But asked about this, not one time did you say Sir King said he was going to repay you. Not one time.
I'll tell you what
time did you say when you guys had scheduled for it to be repaid, if he was going to pay you a little at a time.
Well, I told him to take his time, Ronnie Q. I told him to take his time, baby. Now, like I said, and I'm a real woman enough to admit it, the only reason why I asked for it back tonight is because I got angry. That's it. In other words, I probably wouldn't have never even wanted it back. But I don't want it back, really. I just was angry tonight.
So you only want the money back because you're hurt? That's the only reason?
Can I ask you one more question? Did he say, "I need a favor"?
He said, "Mama D, I was wondering," he said, and I know he said, "I was wondering, could you do me a favor?" I said, "What is it?" I said, "Because it better not be a lot." I just gave him a Christmas present, Ronnie Q. And he said, "Well, something happened to my car in the garage and I need a rental car for another week." He said, I said, "Well, how much you talking about?" Because I said, "I'm doing my books and I can't go that high." He said, "Can you do about $250?" And I said, "Ooh." I said, "I'm about to hold my chest. I thought you was going to ask for 1,000. He said, No. That's all." He said, "I'll give it back to you. I'm just in a little bind right now." That was the words that was spoken, sweetheart. Nothing else. Nothing else. That's it.
So
That's
let me ask
all.
you a question. This is kind of a little bit off, but were you one of those who paid the $100 for that membership?
No, I never paid $100 membership.
Okay, just checking. I think Ronnie Q fell down.
But look, if the audience feel like I shouldn't get it back, I don't really want it back anyway.
So you just so basically what you want to do is to be able to come up here and cuss. You want the floor to cuss him out.
He hurt me and
I'm gonna give you the floor to cuss him out. Lady
Dimples. Before she curses him out?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
He never called you a hermaphrodite.
He never called me a monster.
Boy.
He didn't call her a boy.
He said that he said I was different boys going around.
Stalking him and he called him
Let me tell Goosey one thing. He said that I was somebody named Austin Ace. I was over about Jay Wilson and somebody named Silver dropping comments in there. And what he said, my alter ego was a boy, and I'm the woman, but the alter ego is me of a young boy. Now don't tell me he called me.
Mama D, he wasn't talking about you. He was talking about Demas OES Star. He wasn't.
You're alive. You're alive. No, you're alive.
Talk about those comments. Yes, he was.
Oh my God.
But you know.
Okay. He was talking about Lady Dimples. He was talking about both of us tonight, baby.
Well, he does it interchangeably. So I thought he was talking about
Yeah, he did. He did talk about that lady and me. Yes, he did. You ain't lying. You're not lying, baby.
I did hear.
You're not lying, baby. You're not lying, baby.
But the reason why I came up here, why you always cuss me out, Mama D, for Sir King?
I ain't cussed you out over here. Oh Lord.
Where's my apology for cussing me out over Sir King?
Okay, Lady Dimples, I apologize to everyone else, and I'm going to personally apologize to you too. Lady
so
Dimples,
you're giving apologies? So isn't this the sector, guys?
No. I got away from that demon. I got away from a demon, so I'm gonna apologize.
And me and Mama D never had a problem, and she was saying all this shit about me.
And I don't know why Goosey helping up. I do not know why Goosey helping up.
But this honestly, And I'm upset because I can't say I have nothing to make fun of him about.
But I got my apology.
But go say, you all the names he called you tonight. I'm sorry, all the names he called you. I don't know about you.
So you got an apology. Ooh,
no, I got to apologize. No, I never apologized to Lady Dimples yet. Where is she?
Oh, she said she got her apology and she went down. But I'm gonna put
no, I did not.
Okay, so I have a question in the chat. Let me pause for a while with this video because I've been playing it. I'm even getting tired of my own darn video right now. We're going back down memory lane for those who are just coming in. This actually happened about 3 years ago, I think, or 2.5 years ago. When I used to come live at nights, Mama D and Sir King were fell out during this time. Sir King was live. I was live at the same time. He called her some names that she didn't like. She was upset. She wanted somewhere to vent. And I was one of the only ones who was live. So she clicked on my link to make her grouses known, to make people know what she was feeling right now. She told us about how much money she gave him, money for the spa, money for his car, Christmas money. She told us about her using the people at her office to fluff his numbers up so they would watch his videos. They would have the playlist. They would play it over and over so that his numbers could go up because he was doing bad at one point. She claimed that those were her words. So she'd be like, if he ends the video, his live stream, and 300 and something views were there by the time she got done with her and her people, he'd have over 1,000. So she was pretty much there as his sugar mama. I saw this question and made me pause a while ago. Melissa said, has she been back over here or came back to thank you? No. Maybe she did once because she used to come up on here. We were planning stuff like doing games and stuff. I think she came over a few times after that, but she never did. Once Shelly introduced her to Jay Wilson and they set up a time to go and do their interview that night. I think she just pretty much decided that this is the direction she was going to go. She started to click other panels and stuff. I don't see her over here anymore. She doesn't support me anymore. I guess I have to treat her badly for her to support me like other people do. I don't know. My thing is this: I don't expect anything much from people in the beef sector. I expect for half of the panel that you saw on here, we're not cool anymore. Like these people on here, I'm cool with Ronnie Q. I'm okay with Goosey. He doesn't come on here much anymore. But I have learned that not everybody who you think you're cool with is cool with you. Okay? Not everybody is with you because they are genuine. They have motives why they come around you. And they will come at you at the flip of a switch, okay? There are not a lot of genuine people on here, and the ones who are in fact genuine, they are laid back like myself and stuff. They don't get that type of, acknowledgement on here. You got to be dirty, you got to be nasty and mean and stuff. I bet if I come on here and I cuss people out and stuff all the time, I'll get, some type of support or something. But for me, I don't want to change who I am so I can fit in over here. Okay? I already stick out already with how I sound. Bitch, how am I supposed to sound like you? Bitch, no. I'm supposed to sound like me. But I'm just saying, it's been like this for a while where the males do get that type of support as opposed to the women. Shout out to my 10. Let me keep going. Shout out to the 10 people who watch me.
Well, I never apologize.
Your room. Go ahead.
Lady Dimples, I want to tell you that I do apologize for calling you out of your name. You did not deserve it. And I am very sorry. I hope that you accept my apology. And you will see me, but not over there. But please forgive me. And Goosey, I never call you a name. I never call Ronnie Q a name.
I'm kind of half and half with this one because this is the beef sector. People cuss each other out all the time. So I don't know about the apology thing. But at the same time, if you think that you kind of overstepped your bound, well, not overstepped. If you think you disrespected some people for no reason at all, trying to defend Sir King, and you want to genuinely apologize, I can understand. But you got to also remember
that's exactly what I'm doing.
This is what people do. So did you apologize?
But here's what I want Ronnie Q to know. Ronnie Q, I really don't want that money back. Whether somebody think it was a loan or not. Because you know what, Ronnie Q? Stupid thing gonna make or break me, but the idea, people get angry when they say things when they're angry. I was a little Tito, but I don't want that little lousy 250 back. He can have it.
I already know you don't want the 250 back. I can tell from the way you're talking, you don't want the 250 back. My whole point was, do you know how Sir King plays on words? And that's my whole point about it. Because the simple fact is he's gonna say, I never said that. Can I borrow?
Oh, yes, I'll play on it.
I'm
He
gonna
had a
play.
ball with it.
I never
He had a
said.
ball with
I
it.
never said. See, that's my whole point
He
behind
had
it.
a ball with it tonight. Yeah. He had a
You
ball with it.
repeating it and the way you repeating it and stuff. See, he's
Yeah.
gonna replay that. You see, she said it herself. I told her I needed a favor, and
Oh,
even the way
yeah.
I
She
see it
did. To be fair,
Yeah.
she did say that.
Yeah, I know how he is. Yeah.
She did
So
say that
Goosey, you're saying that you went over to his video and you heard for yourself that he said it wasn't alone?
Yeah.
And then she's here saying it wasn't alone.
What's the timestamp right now? Give it to me. I'll go and listen.
And if he wasn't such a bitch, I would have said his thing,
1 hour
but I'm gonna
27?
not play his audio.
But look, Goosey, did you hear when he hollered? He bust out and holler. Oh, you talking about that 250 loan? That's what you talking about? No, why didn't you say that?
You got that on audio. That would be good to have that on audio because
How many of them heard that? Ask the chat how many of them heard that part
There
right
goes
there.
the timestamp, guys. So you can also listen for yourself and make your opinions.
Well, when I dropped down in the chat, ask them when did they hear that part about, oh, you talking about that $250 loan? Ask them to play that back. Because he said he was going to get in touch with QB. I said, oh, you don't have to get in touch with no QB. I'm here. Ask me what you want to ask me. That's what happened.
I have one thing to say, and then I'm going to drop down. Okay. Tracy, I understand what you're saying about people, cursing people out for no reason, whatever the case may be. I get that. But at the end of the day, when you following a content creator, you riding for them, this, that, and the third, I don't understand what's the problem. Like, everybody rides for the person that they like or they care about. Whether it's a content creator, another subscriber, it doesn't matter. So for people to keep clicking this link, asking this woman to apologize to them, it's just really hilarious to me. Motherfuckers do all kind of shit on this app. Why does this woman have to keep apologizing to these grown-ass motherfuckers? I'm confused. Why do you feel like she is obligated to give you a fucking apology about anything?
Ryan, can you hear me?
We came up here to talk about one thing, and y'all coming up here making it about you.
Yeah.
You got your own channel. Why the fuck you don't ask her to click your link and apologize to you the fuck over there? This is Carrie's channel. That is not the nature of the questions that are being asked from this woman. Why do y'all keep derailing this conversation with your fucking apology?
Why did Ryan drop down? Ryan, I saw you in the back. I didn't put you up because I wasn't sure. I've never seen your name before, and I was looking at you in the background. So, do you have something to say, Ryan?
I'm
I saw you in the back.
Fucking over it. Like, get out of here with that shit, man.
I'm aiming in that for dimples.
She's old enough to be having mamas or grandma. Leave this fucking woman alone.
Okay, so let's get. Go ahead, Goosey. Go ahead.
I went and listened, and the thing is, I feel like he was just. I think he just saw the message and he was just reading. She said in the message said it was alone and that she wanted it back, so that's what he was saying. It might have been a slip, but all I know is 149. He says it wasn't alone. So
no, when I dropped in the chat, Goosey, I wanted to go to the part when he said, "Oh, you talking about that $250 loan?"
I heard that part. So what did he drop in the chat and say?
I dropped in the chat because he told me I'm gonna get in touch with QB.
Now, who's gonna give me a loan? Can somebody give me a loan? I need a loan. Okay. Oh my God.
And see if he had any problems basically out of me. And I said, you don't need to get in touch with no QB. Here I am right now. Drop the link for me so I can come up there. I said, you're not being fair. And that's when he went off on me because I wanted him to drop the link.
No, what did he say about 250?
Oh, he said, oh, you talking about that $250
no, what did you
loan?
say?
What did I say?
Yeah,
I said,
when
he was telling me about, I'm not no big supporter of his. He got people that give him way more than I did. I said, well, give me my $250 back then. That's what happened. He said, oh, you talking about that $250 loan?
Okay,
that's exactly what happened.
I needed the context fully. Okay, so it was a loan.
You can go on and listen to it when right after the part about QB. Goosey, right after the part about QB. When he said, I'm gonna get it. I think I better get in touch.
I just wanted to know what you said to trigger that response about
what he said about I wasn't his star supporter, and they got people giving way more than me. That's when I said what I said, and he said I better get it.
So okay, you never typed loan in the chat.
When he said about I better get in touch with QB and see if anything happened over there. In other words, why did I leave QB to come to him?
And so I'm going to summarize this one more time. Once you're finished talking, Momma D, I'm going to summarize this for those who may be a little bit.
Okay, let me hurry up. What made me drop down? I was looking at television and looking in the phone. I said, I better get on in here. Now you're bringing me up again. Talking about I'm a little boy. That's what made me drop down. He kept saying about, yeah, she was over about Jay Wilson. Drop her chat, making like she a boy, Silver or somebody.
Okay, so
Mama
this is
D,
it.
He said, Momma D is awesome ace.
Yeah,
I was trying to hold it back. I was trying to hold it in, but I'm gonna let it out now. I'm like, shit, man, you crazy.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up real quick. So, I
want the audience to know.
Momma
can you get up?
I'm gonna give you the chance to speak. I'm gonna let you talk. Okay. So basically, this is it. Again, you've been supporting Sir King for a while. You've been helping him in different ways. You've been giving him cash when he asks you, and this is almost $3,000. You've been giving him money when he asks you. You call when he wants stuff. You've given him stuff for Christmas. He's asking for something for his car. When something happened to his car, you were helping him to get views because his views were low because you were worried about that for him, according to you. And you had ways and means, and I'm not going to say them, but you had people or things that you were doing to help his viewer numbers to go up. Right? Good. So you've been helping him.
I call it the team. Yeah,
right. So you've been helping him. So you've been helping him through your business, right? You've been helping him. You've been sending cash apps. You've been supporting him in different ways, financially mostly, right? And you've been helping to get those numbers up. Now, now there was a young guy who you said was also in the chat with him over there, and he was calling him a hermaphrodite and all of those stuff, and you didn't agree with it. You didn't like it, and you spoke to him about it, right? Am I right?
Can I tell you the exact words what was saying, and then maybe you can understand why I got teed up? The guy and he had a conversation, whatever. Okay, he said, I don't know why you're rolling your eyes at me. It was some kind of emoji where the eyes go up, but I don't think the young man knew that.
The young man. So the young guy sent in an emoji that was rolling his eyes, and he called the young guy a hermaphrodite, right?
Well, it was some words, and the eyes were going like up. I don't think he know that means rolling eyes. Okay. Because I'm the one talking about how to.
Right, and then you decided that you're going to tell Sir King that's not right what he's doing.
No. I'm talking about what happened to he and the guy first, and then you're gonna know why I went over to him. Okay, and so he said, I don't know who you are anyway. He said you could be a he, she, a it, a he, she, a alien, a hermaphrodite.
Right, and you didn't like that.
When he said that part, I said, okay, a alien, not too bad, because he is in the Avatar nation. I guess that's a damn alien. But when you have to go to a perverted name, I don't think it's necessary to add on. You could have stopped at the word alien.
Can I interject here? Can I interject here?
One second. So all of that happened, and he said 1 second. So he said some stuff he didn't like. You spoke to him, and because of that, he tried to
in the background.
Right. And then he's saying also he was trying to find ways to make you feel bad. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna go by QB to see what dirt he can pull up on you. Yes or no? Just yes or no. Yeah. All right. Finish with that, trying to make it short. Yes. And then he also called you a boy. And this one word made you get really upset. He called
because they be calling Sir King perverted names. Certain people was, and I told him you didn't like when I was cussing folks. I was calling you all them perverted names.
Right. So you and he didn't like it, and you're upset, and you said
he said nothing wrong with calling nobody. He said nothing wrong with calling nobody no hermaphrodite, and I say it is.
Okay, so there goes that. So we've got it. Money. Okay, and right now, so Ronnie Q is going to go ahead and ask her a question, and then I'm going to put you on the full screen, and you can take 2 minutes to say what you want to say. All right?
Thank you. I don't have a question. I just want to wrap it up and say that people are born as hermaphrodites. I don't think that it is a good thing to say that they're disgusting people. That is a way that some people are born. So I don't want it. I don't personally think that it's a good thing to have it put out there that they are disgusting people. So that's just my take on things. And for Dimples to come up here and demand a personal apology from somebody who has already apologized when she porn bombed, and I don't even care for Sir King, but when she porn bombed his channel, she refused to give an apology. So, I mean, are we serious here? Carrie, I'll be in the chat. It's been nice talking to you guys.
Thank you so much for coming up, Ronnie Q. And Lucy, do you have any questions for her? Or that's it?
I can see.
Sound like somebody
hold on now, Momma, because I think we've been talking about this for a while, and we got the points was you were giving away your money willingly. That's one side. Number two, he was also taking advantage of you. He was taking advantage of you because he realized he could get money from you. That's 2. 3, whenever you wanted stuff, financial help, he would ask you to come up to help him in different ways. 4, he also had you, or whatever, you had yourself helping him to get his views up because you realized how significantly his views have dropped. Did we get the 5 points?
Morning, noon, and night. I work for that boy. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. And don't move yet. Goosey, got to say something?
I feel like, I don't know. I don't like that nigga at all. I don't like him at all.
I don't like him either. I don't like his ways.
But he trying to make the people think I was running behind him through the night. I wasn't running behind him through the night. I had his working on his videos. They need to know the difference between running behind him and helping him with his work.
All right, so
I'm not
right.
All right, so Goosey got his coming out, and now we're gonna go back to Momma D, and I'm giving you 1 minute. I said 2 at first, but I'm gonna give you 1 minute to make it as short and spicy as possible. Say what you need to say to Sir King. Like I said to everyone at the beginning of this live, it's an open panel, and I did mean open. So I take things from different people. I don't care where you're from because I don't want Sir King. And see, I have her up here, and she's been a supporter. And I'm hearing that you also cuss Miss Blessed and Tracy out for no reason for stupid Sir King. But I digress. I'm just gonna ask you to take your minute, say what it is that you wanted to say to him. That you could not say.
I don't remember cursing Miss Blessed out at all. She used to have like
a call to cuss with her?
She had a call in line, and Miss Olivia and what the boy named Kiki would be on the panel. And by me not liking them at the time, I used to call and ask to speak to them, and they say they don't want to talk. And I said, well, fuck them then. Yeah, I didn't curse. Yeah.
So be nice. All right. So we're gonna give you a minute.
Okay, I will say this.
Whatever you want. Shelly, you wanted to say something before she takes her minute?
She just wants to talk to Sir King.
I guess.
I want to hear what Shelly
wants to release something.
Yeah, and I don't want to stop her from expressing herself, but I just wanted to say that I do think that and I know this has been a lot to take in. It's been a lot going on.
It's a lot. You want to be here this long?
And I think because also there have been other people asking questions and stuff like that. I do feel like, and people may disagree with me, I feel that Mama D almost has been interrogated. This is my opinion, okay? I feel like she's almost been interrogated. I feel like she's been asked the same question many, many times, and she keeps giving the same answer over and over again. And if the truth is not going to change. I just think that we should have a little compassion when it comes to her explaining what's going on. Now, it was her choice to give the money, right? It was her choice to give the money. It was her choice to loan the money. It was her choice to cuss out people. But every last one of us, for the most part, when we rock with people, what do? We cuss out people because they mess with somebody that we like. We all do that. So, although, listen, I love Soul Sister. Soul Sister's my moderator. But I don't think that Mama D should have had to apologize to nobody unless she wanted to do it. Okay. So she already apologized. I felt like, and then Lady Dimples comes up here and says, well, where's my apology, when she had already apologized. So then that kind of gets to the point where I don't want it to feel like a little exploiting a situation. And what I don't want Mama D to do is that, you know, she's explained that she's giving away all this money and she has the right to tell her story, but she has to be very, very careful because there are other content creators on YouTube who will hear about how much money you gave him and they will try to befriend you, be nice to you, just so that you can sit up in their chat and give them all your money. So be careful about the vultures that will be trying to come after they've heard you expressing your story. Everyone who comes forward or may try to contact you may not be contacting you for the right reasons. I'm gonna go on mute, let you express yourself, and then I'll whatever. Okay, so let me go on mute so you can say what you need to say. I just had to get that off my chest.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank you all for giving me a platform and a place to express myself because I did not have a chance to do it over where it should have been done in the beginning. The young man was like a son to me, I thought. I did help him tremendously, morning, noon, and night. Whenever I had a break, I would even skip lunch. Well, I had lunch, but I mean, I missed a few meals, trying to get this guy back on his feet, basically. Only because I did take him like he was my son. He knows doggone well I wasn't trying to be no woman of his old as I am. He's young enough to be my son, okay? And my son is older than him. And it hurts me to my core when he tells me about, and I thought you was like talking about you love me. And I was like, yes, I did. And yes, I did take you for a son. Now you're trying to make the folks think that it was a facade. And I don't think that's fair. And I think you should have given me a voice when I asked you to drop the link so that I can come up and tell you why I was, enamored about your statement about the hermaphrodite word. I don't think it should have been a big deal where you should have had to get in touch with QB and try to dig up some dirt on me. That young man never received a dime from me when I was over there. Only thing I did by QB was the call in lines, and that's it.
One second. Hello, dude at the back, you're not being let in. So fuck you and goodbye. You came up with your name as Ryan and Roger. Now you're back with Penarol. Fuck yourself. Go suck out your mother pussy hole and move off of me line. Kiss my ass and leave. I can see you in the back. Fuck yourself, bitch.
Wait, what?
Okay, go ahead, girl.
And I want everyone in the sound of my voice to know that I was warned, and I know you're not gonna believe it. I was warned not to fool with Sir King, that I will in the end up just like I am now, disappointed. And that's it. That's all. But I thank you all for the ones who disagreed, and the ones who agree. I will say to you, he can take that 250 and shove it up his left nuts. And I don't mean any harm, but I'm just saying, if I wanted any money back, why didn't I ask for a larger amount if it wasn't a loan? I'm just saying, when people want money back, they don't ask for something small like that. They ask for a much larger amount of money. So that's proving itself right there. And I want everybody to go. No, I don't want you to go over there. But anyway, if you can believe me, he did say it out loud in the audience. Oh, you talking about that $250 loan? Is that what you're talking about? And now, in other words, he said, "Now I'm gonna make up a lie on you. Mama D is awesome. Hey, Mama D is this and that. She went to Jay Wilson. All this jealousy foolishness. That is a lie. And Sir King, shame on you. And you really don't want this other side of me, because I do have two like everybody else. And that's it. That's all. He can have it. Like this, let him have it. And you are a big wait, one more rap. You are a big black fat motherfucker, and you better keep playing basketball so you can keep from having a massive heart attack. That's all I can tell you. Fuck you, bitch, and goodbye.
All right, well, there you go. Clicking on the link that I dropped in the chat.
Baby, well, that's it for today. That's that on that. It was a long one. We've been on here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Shout out to Miss Toby and shout out to T Daniel who came up here earlier on. That was a flashback. That was a trip down memory lane for those who are just coming in. Jackson Street says I'm confused, and Kanye says I'm confused. That was a trip down memory lane when Sir King and Mama D fell out. It came past um last night. I saw it and I'm like, let me come play it and talk about it today. I don't know if any of my 10 were here, so they would have seen it when it happened that night. Um, Half of the people on the panel today, we're not cool anymore. Half of the people who you see on the panel that came up during that late night live, we're not cool. They're not. They were never genuine towards me. It, I don't know. I don't know if it's they're not capable of being genuine and cool with people, or that this is just how they are. They always have to be in some type of, back and forth or something with people. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And I actually don't care because I'm still living, like whether or not you talk to me, whether or not you're cool with me at the end of the day, I don't need friends. I am cool. I am a loner. I can do whatever the hell I want. I don't move in groups. I don't move in cliques. I do what I want whenever I want. We do what we want over here. Okay? Um Shout out to Goosey. I used to enjoy, watching him. He used to be one of the persons who went on late at night, and the numbers were over there too. In the same way, like it is with Lemon or was with Sir King, and people enjoy having somewhere to go at night, especially if we don't sleep a lot. Especially during that time when it was COVID and a lot of people were home a lot. Um, you got those people who work at nights, and it's something to listen to while they work and stuff. So shout out to those who can do it, but I can't stay up that late. I'm getting old, and these new gray hairs that I got that shocked me. It tells me so. Okay. Hey Muffy, good morning. Hey to everybody coming in. I don't know if she's still giving, Melissa, but I wish her all the best. I wish them all the best, actually. I wish everybody the best. I say that. I'm not a mean person. So I wish everyone the best. But this did happen, and it kind of shows how we hear about stuff that happened on the streets. I just want you to know it's not necessarily that I'm bragging or anything, but that very same thing that everybody talks about with Mama D and Sir King, it started over here. And then after that, Shelly took it to Jay Wilson, and Jay Wilson and her set up a time for Mama D to go over there. And ever since that, you guys see how she's over by Jay Wilson a lot, right? You can tell she's over there. She loves her some Jay Wilson now. I don't see Mama D over here anymore, but I was able to stay up with her for hours talking to her, and other people were here supporting her. You don't see her over here supporting me, not that I wanted. Shout out to my 10 people. Um, but I just want to show you how it is with the males, how folks really do gravitate to the males and support the males over here, how people will gravitate to your content but do not give you credit for your content as a smaller YouTuber, a smaller channel, I should say that. But they'll talk about it, but they won't acknowledge where they got it from. They won't acknowledge, you know, who they got it from. But it is what it is. Let me see. Jackson Street says YouTube Shuffle. That's what we call it over in our community. It's called the YouTube Shuffle. Explain. You mean when folks are good with you one day, the next minute they're not? Like it's some weirdos over here, and the weirdos seem to think they're normal. That's what I've realized over here. Like they're so caught up in their delusion, in their own world. And here we are. They fell out, Muffy. But guess what? She said several times in this video that she'd never go back over there. She came on my panel a few times after this, and she was like, I don't want to talk about him. Whenever we try to bring stuff up or ask questions, she never ever wanted to talk about him. And now I'm hearing she's back over there. So people love to be abused. People tend to forget stuff that they do on here. And I think not. Okay. I think not. Okay. Um, I think they're cool again, Muffy. I think they are cool again. Shout out to the 10. Hey, So Bomb. Thank you, Kanye. Kanye, do you have another name that you go by? Let me know. Just say yes or no. Melissa said, too much checkers for me. They play checkers too much. I don't understand, falling out with somebody one day and being cool with them the next day. For me, I kind of grew up different. Well, I am different. If I'm done with you, I'm done with you. I don't know. If you, I don't know. I don't know. Kanye, just let me, you can say yes or no. You can say yes or no. That's an old video on Muffy. You're here though. Okay. Yeah. So that is that on that. I have the link pinned if anybody wants to come up and talk about what they just watched, or if you want to talk about it in the chat, that's okay. But that was not even the whole video, I could tell you that. That was just a part of the whole video. That was just a part. I took like an hour or so from the video and I played it. That was just a part of the whole thing. So like I said, Sosa Bomb said I slept. Oh, you sleep you sleep watch my live yesterday. Hold on, it moved. Let me see. Yes, Terry, I got a lot of fake folks who come around you, but they come around you for ulterior motives. They come around because at the moment they want something to do or it can create content or something, but they were never genuinely for you. Because if you're supposed to be cool with someone, and I'm talking this in general, like the folks you see here, or you may have seen their names in the chat. If you're supposed to be cool with someone, there is nothing that is just going to come up in the way for you to just, not be cool with them at the flip of a switch, at the drop of a hat. You must have already had it in your intentions. You must have. You know what? Jay Wilson says a lot that there are no friends on YouTube. But it's not that there are no friends on YouTube. It's just that some folks do not know how to be friends to anyone but themselves. You hear me? They do not know how to be friends with anyone but themselves. But I've watched the beef sector long enough to know that you must not get too comfortable with anyone on here. Never. Okay? Thank you, So Bomb. I had a good live yesterday. I enjoyed the live yesterday. K du jour came up yesterday. He apologized to Malik for what he said. He said when he went over back to his sector and they played the live and he could hear some of the stuff he said, he could see why Malik would be upset. You could go catch that live from the last live that I did, just red ball until you see K du jour. Shout out to everybody who clicked on the panel yesterday because I did. I enjoyed everyone who came up. Okay, girl, I started getting grays. Not last year, maybe 2 years now. I don't know, but it was a shocker for me, girl. It was like I'm going through a whole different stage of life, and I'm like, I don't know how to deal with this shit. I saw a few, and then the few that popped up, they decided to come at the front. Okay. I think I have at least 10 strands of gray right now. I tweezed a few of them out. I'm like, you are not going to come up here. I'm like, I left the others though. Is that TMI? I don't care. But it was a shocker for me, okay? I wasn't ready for it. I didn't prepare myself for that. And that is when I said to myself, girl, you're getting old, okay? Accept the fact. Okay, so Jackson Street says, hold on. Jackson Street says, where am I in this whole thing? Oh, here I am. Jackson Street says, yes, that's called the YouTube shuffle. 1 minute they're in your chat, and the next minute they're not. 1 minute you're cool, and then the next minute you're not. It's a you. I agree with you on that one, Jackson Street, and I agree with you. The YouTube shuffle, and it shows how many people are disingenuous over here. It shows how many people were fake and they never liked you in the first place when they were coming around you. They never did. It was all fake. You were never genuine in your intentions in the first place. Because where did the flip flopping come from? It didn't come from anywhere. You were like that. Okay? You've been getting it since 30. Oh, really? I get it from my daddy too. Says I don't have a fake bone in my body. I didn't learn to be fake. I don't. For me, I think it takes too much energy for me to be fake towards people because I got to keep it up, and I do not want to keep that up. I just want to live a real, you know, soft live. I just want to just, be natural. I just don't want to have to get up. This is what I say. I cannot understand how people get up being angry every day. You're just angry all the time. You just hate everybody all the time. You just always have something negative to say about other people all the time. Like, when are you ever going to be positive? And when you do act supposedly like you like a person, we gotta like side eye you because we don't know. You're just too fake. Hey, KK du jour. Malik was in the chat earlier today. I told him that I don't know if he heard. He was being messy with Miss Toby. I told him that you apologize. I'm pretty sure he'll hear it, or you'll be able to talk to him if the if it if needs be. Yeah, he was on here yesterday. It's the smiling it's the ones that are up in your faces all the time, Jackson Street. You are so correct. You are so correct. They're the ones who smile in your face. All I have learned that. It's the ones who smile in your face. They are the ones who are quick to turn on you. You hear me? So for the subs on here, for the not only the subs, the channel holders on here, not everybody who smiles in your faces are your friends. You hear me? They are not cool with you. And not everybody you think you're cool with is cool with you. You hear me? If you didn't hear anything from me or you didn't learn anything, if you want me to try to I don't know, we may need translators in here because a bitch don't speak English. Um if you did not learn anything from me at any other time, learn this. Not everyone who comes around you and smiles in your face is cool with you. They are just there for the moment, and they are there and they are the first ones to try to slap you in your face. You hear me? Not everybody who you think you're cool with is cool with you.
Very Carrie needs your help. All the dumb bitch does is speak patois. We need to help her forget all about her culture so she can speak with an American accent and fit in. Please contribute to the Learn to Speak English Foundation and get her enrolled in the Rosetta Stone courses. Classes are starting soon. She will learn grammar, accent training, vocabulary building and formation of sentences to name a few. Please help the poor dumb bitch. Help her enroll in an English class today.
Okay. Let me see. So that's what they say about. Good morning, Barn Dog. Good morning to everybody coming in. So Bomb says, folks got this cute voice, and the new people don't know they are really the devil. Okay, So Bob. Okay. I'm just saying. Whose voice is not cute? Wait a minute. I don't think the voice is cute. I don't know who she's talking about, but I do agree with the sentiments, though. Let me see. I get it from my daddy too. Says it's people that have me blocked. Like I really, like for real. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I can't see what you type in the comment section anymore. How am I gonna go on with life? Like for real. You blocked me. How am I gonna live? How do I live without seeing your comments? Like, get the fuck up out of here. Who cares? You keep me blocked is what you do, okay? Keep me the fuck blocked. I don't need to see you. You don't need to see me. We're good, okay? I'm just saying. Okay, get it from you, daddy. Sometimes you might have to go check with a content creator. You might have been mistakenly blocked. Baby, it does happen sometimes, and sometimes they don't want to see you in other chats, so they'll block you. They don't want to see you agreeing with something that they don't agree with, so they block you. And that's one of the reasons why I could show this video this morning. I could play it back because I did have an open panel, and I had it for a reason. When I did open panels, when I used to do open panels at night, it was during a time when the content creators on here, they would never ever allow you to speak on their panels or type in their chats if you did not agree with them. So for me, I'll open my panel and we do not have to feel the same way about stuff. Like it was really bad over here at one point. Whenever you click on somebody's panel, you had to always agree with the content creator. And I'm like, no, that's not how it is. I'll have people up on my panels that didn't agree with me or weren't cool with somebody who I was cool with. I'm like, but everybody's not to feel the same way. Everybody's not supposed to have the same views on everything. So I'm like, I'm going to open my panel. And if it is that you have a different view, a different opinion, you should be able to say it. Like they were so strict on here. Like there was a time, especially during the COVID period, like nobody, no content creator, you could never have a difference of opinion. You could never have you had to say what they were saying or they'll block you. Okay. It is just now that some folks are relaxing their so-called rules for their panels and stuff, but it just is what it is. Let me see. Jackson Street says, I learned the hard way. I have learned it the hard way. Okay. Them smiling bitches are the ones they say talking to you every. I don't know if I got that right. You know, I don't speak English, but I think I get a part of it. Grand Rising, blended healing. Let me see what the blended. I'm not seeing it. So blended healing realms. Grand Rise, Carrie. Enjoy your content, new subscriber. Salute to the chat. Welcome, blended healing realms, and thank you for subscribing to the channel. For those who are new here, on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays is when I usually go live very early in the morning, and I do half an hour or less, and we play games. We do like 5 to 10 trivia or rebus, riddles, whatever it is, so we could stimulate our brains before we go on to work to take on the toxicity, before we have to go face our family or jobs or the mess in the YouTube streets. So we do that so we could spark some critical thinking before we go. Okay, so I enjoy doing that with the 10 folks who come around. So we'll be doing that come tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay, I get it from my daddy says I will never ask to be unblocked. That makes two of us. Like, if you block me, it means you meant it. So continue to mean it for the next 10 years or more, or the next 100 years, okay? Keep me blocked. You do not have to unblock me. I wasn't missing anything last year when you had me blocked. Yesterday when you had me blocked. You do not have to unblock me. We are okay. Okay? We are good. Let me see. You will not ask to be unblocked, even if it was a mistake. Oh, you were asking. Okay. Because guess what? There are some folks who do get blocked accidentally, and then you got some folks who are in their feelings, and they'll block you. Oh my God, they get in their feelings. Okay, I saw a Carrie Smith doxed in the chat over at YTC. Maybe they talking about that Carrie. Me. I'm Carrie Garvey. It's Carrie Garvey over here. You forgot that Shelly doxed me. That same Shelly you saw me playing on my video a while ago, this same person right here, that one who used to come over here talking about, hey Queen, good morning Queen, hey Queen, this is the same one who, I don't know, until this day I am still unsure as to what happened, why she got upset with me, because I was going through my own shit with my family member who just passed. I was grieving like a bitch. And I wasn't too caught up in trying to. I was doing what I could do to get Tracy or Alf out of jail, and I had a lot going on. And apparently, I wasn't doing what she wanted me to do, and she got upset and whatever. And then, out of nowhere, I heard through the grapevine that she doxed me. So I don't know about the Carrie Smith, but shout out to Carrie Smith, I guess. So this is the one who was in my face all the time. And this is the same one who doxed. Okay. That's her right there. And these are the people who you got to look out for. The ones who come up in your faces all the time. Okay. I'm just saying. They could hate me all they want, child. I'm still going to get up, piss, shit, eat, sleep. I don't want to sound bad. Oh my God. I'm still going to use the bathroom. That was so vulgar. When did I get like this? Oh my God.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
And we do what we want over here, for real, okay? Good morning, Jill's Comfort Zone. Good to see you. I appreciate you for passing through. I wish, Nini, I wish. It probably is. We probably are related, okay? I'm just saying. Let me see. Melissa says, when I came on this app, hold on. Does it work like this? I guess. I don't know. When I came on this app, I doxed myself. I am the only one that can tell my story. Okay. Yeah, I get what I get where you're coming from with that, Melissa, and I don't even care about like whatever story these people have of me. I don't even care. Like as long as I'm not miserable like your ass. The fuck? Hey, aim at myself. Good morning. Hey, everybody coming in. I love me. I'll tell you that. I love me. Okay? I love me. And there's nothing that nobody could say over here or anywhere else in any other space to make that change. Okay? All right, let me see. I think I'm caught up with all the comments in the chat. No, I'm not. Let me keep going. I don't know who's being doxxed. It's some other Carrie that's being doxxed. Okay, I think I caught up with all the comments right there. Okay. I saw a notification come in for Sassy. I think Sassy went live this morning. Let me see. I think she's doing a members only live. I'm wondering if that's the direction she's going because the last few lives that she did do before she went on her break, she was pushing her membership. So I guess that's another good way to go to do memberships only, that is also another direction that some content creators may want to do. I get the impression that she's not that into all the stuff that's going on in the sector right now. I could be wrong, but people do take breaks for real. People do take breaks. I don't know who else is live. Let me see if there's anybody else live so I could tell you so you could go. And I always do that. I always look to see who is live and tell you guys. I may be live and they're live too, and I'll tell you. Um, some people think it hard to support other folks, and some people who do support you, they support you, and it's fake because they support you because they want to be able to tell you that they're the ones who did this for you or that for you. Or whenever you guys are not cool anymore, they'll talk about how many people you got in your chat or not. Okay, it is kind of weird, but it is what it is. It's the nature of the sector. I just say that.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
I don't know what IGIFMD means. Hold on. It was a good one. I think I'm gonna go through to the rest of my some of my lives that I did like 2-3 years ago, and do like I did this morning, and do another flashback. So that was one right there. We went down memory lane this morning. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what this IGIFMD means. Oh wait. Oh, you already said it. I was trying to. Okay, never mind. I was. Oh, okay. I got it after. I got it after. I get it from my daddy because I was on what we do in the mornings. I was ready to try to figure it out. I'm like, is that a riddle? Okay, so Ken is live right now. Almond Brown is live right now. Let me see who else is live. Let me see. So Canola is live. Jay Wilson was live not too long ago. Um, I don't see anyone else come up unless I'm not subscribed to them. Thank you for sharing my live stream, Room Shaker. I just noticed it when I scrolled down a while ago. Shout out to Room Shaker who supports me. Shout out to everybody who shared my live. The Hood Table shared my live also. So and Muffy also shared my live from what I can see here. The Unfiltered Muffy and the Hood Table, as well as Room Shaker. I appreciate you guys for sharing my live streams. I think thank you, Jackson Street. It hasn't come up on my mentions, but thank you so much. I appreciate it if you did. I really do. I really do. I really do. Okay. Um so those thank you. Shout out to everyone. Maybe everything has not come through from YouTube to show who shared you out, but I appreciate you for sharing my live stream. Um I let me tell you what Ken got going on because I see Sunny's name in it. So I don't know if she's out. Almond Brown is at church. So for those who want to go get their blessings in, she normally takes her phone in and we normally like listen to services when she goes in, okay? I'm muting while I listen to Canola so I could tell you what's going on over there, okay? If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, just go ahead and do that. Like the video if you can, share the video if you want to. Ken is talking about the situation with Sunny and her sister. So that is what I'm seeing right there. Okay. Whose link? Ken's link? I can. Sassy is live on her members live, I think. Let me copy Ken's thing so I could send you over there for the person who wants it. This is Ken's link for those who want to go keep up with the situation with Sunny and her sister. There goes Ken's link. Sassy is doing a members only live. So if you guys want to go and support, please go and do that. Um I think it is important for persons to network with each other, you know. So for those who may not go live as often, find your group, find your niche, do what you got to. You know what? Let me get off of that. I'm going to get up off of here. It's almost 3 hours. I'm going to get up off of here and go get some work done. I appreciate everyone. Yeah, anytime, Jackson Street. And I'll be seeing your community wall. I've been watching your community walls this morning too. Um, Shout out to everyone who supports. I'm going to get my ass off of here right now. Shout out to my 10 people. I always appreciate you because I know tomorrow when I'm back to my games, you'll be there. Shout out to the new folks who came around. Shout out to those who are going to be here temporarily because you're not always going to see the mess that you want. And I do other content, okay? Have a wonderful day, everyone. A happy Sunday. Relax if you need to. For those who have not reached out to people in their family that they need to, go ahead and do so. Um, for those who need to relax and get yourself ready for the week ahead, do so. Okay. Health is wealth, they say. And for those people who are fake towards folks and act like they're cool with them and then they're their friends, stop being fake and stop being selfish. Okay. Stop being selfish bitches, okay? It takes so much energy for you to be pretentious. Just be who you are. Work on yourself, okay? And for those who have updates about that poor dog over there with Rico, please let me know because I am still saddened about what I saw yesterday, okay? Yeah, you're welcome, Katie Jordan. If there's anybody who wants to come up before I go, let me know. I think the link is pinned still. Yes, it is. If you want to come up, let me know. Shout out to all my moderators who passed through. I appreciate you. Shout out to you, Connie girl. Okay. And shout out also to the persons who sent me a cash app. I appreciate it. Shout out to those who are new to the channel. Shout out to those who are here from its inception. Shout out to everyone who supports me, okay? Not only when I got mess going on over here, and those who support genuinely. I'll say that too, okay? All right, gotta go. I appreciate you. Shout out to Miss Toby and to T Danielle. I love them both, okay? I do. I think they're hilarious and I love their accents too. That's the main thing. I like how they talk, okay? So, yeah. And before I go, stop being fake, okay? Over here, we do what we want, okay? I'm out. Bye.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.